way.
Really?
Who the fuck is scanning for live random broadcasts?
I don't know, man.
I haven't tagged it or anything.
Hey, some folks just looking for something to do on a Saturday. You know, whatevs.
It's whatevs, bro.
Whatever
All right.
floats your boat.
We're officially recording.
Oh shoot. Yep.
You ready to start this thing?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Not just
Alright.
yet.
Okay, get it going.
I'm gonna delete some of this shit.
Jeez.
I don't even know what it is. Probably me playing guitar, whining.
Why does no one love me?
The subtitle's Out of the Shadows?
Yeah.
What?
The subtitle for this movie?
Out of the
Yeah.
out
Yeah,
of the
shadow.
closet.
I think that's a much
Ninja
better
Turtles
title.
out of the closet.
Come on, you can come sit with me.
Hey bitches.
She's like, but the sun.
My name is
You go back and sit in the sunlight a little while.
Michelangelo.
I hate Raphael in these movies.
I do too.
I haven't seen any of them.
You haven't
You
seen
the first one?
No.
You don't need.
It's
not
bad.
me.
I refuse.
I didn't
I'm
see
pure
it.
best.
I thought this
Yeah.
one was gonna be more fun because of like the
Trailer was cool, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
of like the characters from my childhood.
Yeah.
But I almost prefer the first one.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I'm gonna clap.
Do one more. Okay, cool.
Sneak it up.
Ready?
Yep.
You want to do the intro? Who wants to do the intro?
I'll do the intro.
All right, you got it. 35.
What am I
Episode
saying?
35.
Oh.
We're all here together, and we're doing a commentary.
Welcome to episode 35 covering Superhouse Con 2016. This is Stefan, all the way in from Denver, here in LA for our first ever all-together podcast, meaning we're not all together, it's just three of us from it. But Stefan, introduce yourself, guys.
Andrew here. Yeah, this is the first time we are doing this all together in the same room. And take it away, Maddie.
I'm here too. We're gonna watch this shitty movie. It'll be my second viewing. I don't want to do it.
And today we also have a special guest. It's actually Joey's wife, Kim. Introduce yourself.
Well, you just said what I was going to say. I'm Kim, and I'm Joey's wife in his place because he's filming in the Bahamas. So
Yeah, Joey's on a top secret project, so he's not here today, but we're going to do it. And today we have planned for you an unasked for commentary for the new Ninja Turtles movie, the latest one as of the date of this recording anyway, which is Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows.
Out of the Shadows. Yeah, the introduction of Bebop and Rocksteady and
Krang.
and Krang in the film universe. I think all of us pretty much hated the first one. I think Maddie, you've seen this one already.
Yes, I've seen that.
So Maddie knows what's up. Andrew and I are going in fresh. So we'll see if either we make it out or if the turtles make it out alive.
Yeah, I have never watched any of these films before, these new ones, so this is totally fresh for me, and I just couldn't bring myself to watch it unless it was like under these circumstances.
Yeah. And I'm a diehard '89 Ninja Turtles fan, so
Yes.
this fucking movie has its work cut out for it.
Well, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna let you down.
epic fail.
Yeah.
Anybody have any other remarks before we start this thing?
Let's just get
No,
into
I'm
it.
down. Ready.
Maddie wants to just get it over
Rip that
with.
Band-Aid off, yo.
I might take a nap halfway through it.
All right.
It's allowed.
I'm excited. I'm excited to
No, this will be fun.
fucking Michael Bay.
All right, so we are just starting the film right now, and the stars are flying in, ninja stars.
Ninja stars.
They're floating across the water, just to
Over the-
kind of get you guys an idea of, you know, if you want to
Roughly
sync
where
up
we're at.
with us.
I mean, I feel like the Ninja Stars were a cool touch for this, and
No, that's what I thought too.
every
I was like,
it's
yeah,
just
got it.
is this the best part of this movie?
Probably.
The Ninja
It
Stars?
might be. It
The
might
Paramount
be.
logo. This is the Nickelodeon movies is also very good.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is gonna be
These graphics
good.
are great.
Wow, they're really going all out.
We're at the
Ooh, sand dunes.
sand, snowy hills. Okay,
Michael
Platinum
Bay.
Dunes.
The sign of quality filmmaking here. Platinum Dunes. Everybody.
Is that Michael Bay?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
his company.
Oh.
Just like hire any director he finds panhandling on the street.
Does he really
No,
even hire
this-
directors, or did
this
he just go and
deer-
find a hobo?
That deer is
You
the
may
best
as
part of the
well.
movie. The best graphics in the entire film are that Chinese company's logo.
We're paying notice that there's a lot of Chinese.
So we just got to the city
Money.
scrawl here. Sprawl, I mean. And
Pretty good drone footage.
This is a
pretty-
good shot too.
it's pretty
This is
epic,
solid. There's no
actually.
turtles in it. It's good. I like this part. This part's
New
good.
York City.
Cool shot of
This-
the Chrysler building.
this isn't bad here so far.
Dude, just wait.
We're only 30 seconds in, but... Oh, there they are.
Yeah.
Fellas, it's go time. Turtle formation in 3.
Turtle formation. Must be a ninja thing.
So, were they at least hiding? Were they doing some ninja stuff and hiding somewhere?
Well, they were just like,
Turtle formation. Like turtle formation?
What's the tallest and most iconic building we could have these assholes hanging out on?
Squirrel formation. Guys, chill out. Let's go.
One thing I heard was that their personalities were actually not bad. Like, they kind of got that right.
Like they're on. The first one didn't seem like it.
This one more so, you think?
I'm not sure. I liked Donatello, but they didn't really do much with him in the first one.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
really?
a little more Donatello in this one.
Yeah. Raph is the one that's infuriating. He's like
Yeah,
the
I
most
hate-
bro dude, like
Oh, really?
farm boy Trump supporter.
Oh, is that what he is?
It just comes off that way, you know. It's just like he's just kind of a douchey.
you know,
He's like
Yeah.
what you think of a New Yorker.
You think does he
Like-
come off more as like
Yeah, he just comes off as
asshole New Yorker? And that guy's just okay with his pizza being stolen.
like I
no,
mean,
no.
Why-
They ordered it. They
Oh, okay.
ordered it. He's
Okay.
just used to it.
Oh, okay, I see. It's hard for me to pay
now
attention.
why is there all this gratuitous flipping and
Yeah.
like?
They're ninjas.
Oh,
They,
yeah.
they just want to like portray all the ninja
This
flip
is,
moves.
Good God, why are we watching
The
this?
leader.
We could literally watch any other movie.
We're already too
Well,
far
I mean,
in.
I'm
Eddie.
too far
We're
in.
too far in.
I've got Frozen and Big Bird in Japan. Actually, Andrew, you should watch Big Bird in Japan.
Should I? All right. Maybe after this one.
All right.
What is Big Bird in Japan?
Big Bird in Japan is
Pizza lover.
one of the
dude.
best '80s movie with Big Bird in it.
Okay.
Second only to Big Bird in China.
I really am enjoying the opportunity to tear this movie to shreds.
Skateboard's not so bad. I like Mikey having a skateboard, but I
Yeah.
wonder how
Yeah.
much weight that thing can hold.
Yeah, it's like
These
a
guys are
rocket
like
skateboard,
easily
isn't it?
500 pounds.
Yeah.
That's a Donatello special skateboard.
The CG pizza looks.
It's especially made.
Yeah,
for him.
it's
Yeah.
got a
Now, look at
rocket on the fucking back of
See
it.
how he's got his. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say something, but
The CG pizza looks delicious, by the way, for those who aren't physically watching it.
Why didn't we get pizza?
We could.
we
why
can.
not?
we should have.
Do you
Oh my
wanna
God.
get a
We should
pizza?
order.
I'm
one.
down, yeah.
Halfway
Kim
through.
is now live ordering a pizza during the podcast.
You should as well. Spend your money. Order some pizza.
In the spirit of the Ninja Turtles.
Order a pizza with us right now.
Yeah.
What do we want on our pizza?
Stink bugs.
Anything but anchovies, bro. No, wait, don't they like anchovies?
No,
Extra
Mike is no
anchovies, bro.
anchovies. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm okay with like pepperoni and
Yeah, just some simple pepperoni.
sausage. Yeah.
Do we want
Whatever you
pepperoni
like.
and sausage or just pepperoni?
Oh, let's just do it all together.
Yeah,
All
I
the
think
same.
all together. Yeah. Wow, we're really getting spirit here,
Oh
guys.
shit!
I thought I was gonna mention that last night. I was like, we should get pizza. Like, it should be ready to
I
go.
didn't even think about it.
That's
So,
what'll make this movie better. Me eating
large-
pizza while watching it.
Pepperoni and sausage.
Yeah,
Thank you.
pepperoni
for
and
that.
sausage. You hear that, Superhouse fans?
So Will Arnett is on screen now,
No veggies here, dude.
and I really like Will Arnett, but I kind of wish that he was in a better Ninja Turtles movie.
yeah,
It's
know
so
what?
great he's in the Lego Batman though. At least he has that going on.
yeah.
You know what? He does not need to be in this movie.
Yeah.
He does not need to be in the first
It's,
one.
yeah, right.
Just
It's a big payday for him though.
Vern. They give him lot more. They give that character a lot more screen time than he needs.
Does he have any
Vern.
kind of like equal in the old films? Is he supposed to be somebody?
No, he's Vern from the cartoon. Vern was like another reporter in the office with April O'Neil. Remember, she had her boss, and
I barely remember all that. man, to be
yeah.
honest
So
with
the
you.
boss was always like yelling at her and like, "Get out there, O'Neil! You're on thin ice." And
He's
shit like
Vern,
that.
he's
And
that
Vern
guy.
was always like chiming in, like
Oh.
like trying to steal April's thunder and whatnot. But they made him more or less like he's more or less like one of the main human characters.
So he's not.
in
They didn't
this.
pull it completely out of their ass.
No, yeah, he's playing a character from the mythos, but
Yeah.
they give him way more emphasis than he needs,
Okay.
than the character needs, which is, you know, I mean, it's unfortunate for Will Arnett to have to make something out of nothing, but at least he gets a lot of screen time.
I mean, if I was Will Arnett, I would do it too.
Totally,
I mean, it's
yeah.
a Turtles movie, even though it's Michael Bay. But it's like he knows it sucks.
Yeah,
You know,
he's probably gonna.
Will
fat
Arnett's not
check.
an idiot.
Here we go.
We would all do it if somebody asked.
So they got Megan Fox wearing a classic April O'Neil wig.
I gotta say, I like
Tyler Perry as Baxter Stockman.
Baxter Stockman just got on the screen. I'm still trying to help people sync up.
Yeah.
I don't know why I keep doing that, but I like Tyler Perry as Baxter Stockman. Like, I haven't seen the movie yet,
Yeah.
but I think that's
Pretty cool.
okay.
Yeah. I bet he's gonna be the ones that's really selling the character. You know, these other. It's still hard for me to swallow Megan Fox as April O'Neil.
Oh yeah, I think it's just.
Out of all
don't-
of my complaints about both those movies, she's the least on the list.
Yeah.
Of
Oh
things.
really?
I mean,
And is
whatever.
this-
Like, I mean, yeah, I would like a stronger female character playing
Yeah.
that role,
Yeah.
but it's like you got to get the turtles right. I'm not.
Right.
Yeah, I'm coming to
Yeah.
see turtles do ninja
I mean,
shit.
Right.
So-
You know what? When I tell when I show Japanese people like these new Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
they always say, "Why are they so muscular?"
Yeah,
Dude,
They're,
Like
so
ninjas
well-built.
aren't supposed to be like
No.
super huge buff.
They're
Yeah.
sinewy. They have to
Yeah,
sneak around.
yeah, they have to have like a gymnast body, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Something like that.
more taut, lean.
And
You
I
can't
feel
sneak
like-
into tight places being
Well, I feel like
huge like that.
Donatello is the right size.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't
Yeah.
look bad compared, but like Raphael's like a fucking like
He's jacked.
he's
like-
the Hulk basically.
Yeah. They're lifting weights in the sewer.
Yeah.
That's April.
Tyler Perry is Baxter Stockman. He's Baxter
turn
Stockman was the Fly character in the old series.
Yeah. But what's up with Tyler Perry's fro right now? Like,
He's
that-
all
that is
in on the character.
Weirdest. That is the weirdest looking fro I've ever seen. Like, it has to be a hairpiece. Like, it looks like he looks like a chia pet right now.
Yeah, it looks pretty
They're-
ridiculous.
I mean, and to dork him up a little bit more than likely.
Yeah.
And look, one thing it looks like they're. I don't know if that's a wig that she's wearing or if her hair's gonna be like that through the movie.
It's a wig.
Yeah.
I'll spoil that.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but it looks like they're trying to play off the old cartoon April O'Neil hairstyle.
Well, it's funny because like when they did this, I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." Like you should
Yeah.
just use that wig for the rest of the movie.
Yeah,
and then there's a
just-
scene in a few minutes where
Yeah.
you're gonna go, "Jesus Christ."
Yeah.
Why?
Oh,
Why?
I think I know. It's in the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm guessing he doesn't turn into a fly monster in this.
No, he does not.
Oh, really? They just
cool.
tease Baxter Stockman?
Yeah.
Missed
I mean-
opportunity for another monster and Mausers.
They need to redo this whole thing and then get suits back, do a Star Wars thing, like get puppets back.
Practical effects. Do a
Yeah.
mix of both. You know.
Yeah, I'm not like the CG stuff. It can be really cool. Like,
Yeah.
watching the turtles like run on rooftops and
Better
shit
design.
could be great.
Do a mix at least or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I knew she was wearing too much clothing. I
Yeah.
knew it was
Yep.
about to come off.
For much too long by Michael Bay, the Platinum Dunes.
Throw away
standards
those clothes.
of
Megan
filmmaking.
Fox
I hope
is
that
too
was a fight
covered.
between
We're
Michael Bay and
losing
the
them. We're
director.
losing them.
Yeah, I know.
Why the hell?
This
are-
movie's too boring unless she gets naked.
Yeah. Oh, yep.
She just
This
steals
little
shit.
schoolgirl skirt.
What is going on
I
here?
missed the conversation.
This is a
they were
whole
having,
montage?
but yeah.
She was just like hacking into Baxter Stockman's like.
This is the
computer.
definition of gratuitous.
Whoa, what?
Right here. Megan, we're gonna have you just. You're gonna.
You know,
Yeah,
Is this
I
for her to get in somewhere? Is there a purpose for this?
Yeah,
undercover
you're gonna see
slut.
it. She has to continue downloading this thing, and the guy has it. So
Jesus.
What? This is like the lowest common denominator.
You know what though? If this is like a mission she's on,
Demographic.
this might be the most ninja shit in the movie.
True that.
yeah, you're
Her
probably
tricking
right.
people.
Well, but I mean, quite honestly, like, why put Megan Fox in so much clothing to begin with, other than to just have her take it off? Because she has no acting skills.
No,
Come on.
none at all.
It's a strip tease.
Oh, they're about to be found
Lost
out.
people.
So April O'Neil might be the most ninja person in this movie.
So far.
She's like doing undercover shit and
Definitely
manipulating
not the
people.
turtles. Oh no.
Oh no!
It's a little comic relief.
Flip out, guys. This wouldn't happen. Oh,
Where
this-
does slice of pizza come from?
Funniest part of the entire movie, right there.
Ooh, he's Vern's
Why
got
couldn't
a.
they put actual pizza? Why is it CG
What's her
pizza?
name?
Oh yeah, that's bullshit.
Ambrosia. What's her name?
Like, at that point, it could have been a
Victoria's
pizza.
Secret model sitting next to Vern.
Oh, I don't know.
She's super hot.
Skateboarding is always
she's
welcome.
a Victoria's Secret model.
Yeah, I forgot something.
Oh, okay.
Ambrosia or something.
We sent her a bunch of clothes the other day from work.
She's
Day of the Dead
gorgeous.
Halloween parade, bro. I was wondering.
It's a Halloween movie.
ninjas.
Well-
In the shadows. Let's go.
We
But
live
they
in the
got rid of it.
shadows,
Is it
but we
Halloween
don't
or
do
is
any
it-
ninja shit.
It's Day of the Dead. So
Dia de los Muertos.
so it's November. So roughly November 1st or 2nd in
But
this
they're
Ninja
not
Turtles
gonna-
movie.
They're not fitting in with.
And it's also Mardi Gras apparently.
Yeah.
They're like all their cultural references
They're just mixing
mashed
all
together. Not a single actual Mexican. Oh wait, maybe there's
What if they wore those like Fat Man suits that they did in the cartoon? Remember that?
This is.
Oh, this is where he gets the idea for the turtle van. Oh, this is the little thing.
Oh,
Wow.
boo.
look at
Oh, see,
That is the best Transformers movie.
Oh, that guy! I saw that guy on YouTube.
What's the problem? This is my city. These are my people.
Oh, I hate the
Okay.
way they do Michelangelo.
that. Do you like the way they do Michelangelo in the cartoon?
I do. I love the way they do
Michelangelo in the
Yeah.
cartoon was.
He's
so
I think he's
He's
great.
awesome.
I think he's great. Yeah.
Yeah, even in the newer one, because he's like adorable in the new one. He's just like
Yeah.
adorably daft.
He's
and
baby
stuff.
Yeah.
brother.
This one, he's
Baby
just
brother.
like a,
Yeah.
It's
a
like they make him
douchebag.
adorable, but
Yeah.
then he'll be like skeezy and creepy as
yeah,
fuck
he's a
in like
creepy
2
little
seconds.
douche.
Oh,
in this
really?
one.
Because he's always like hitting on April, and
Yeah.
I always think that's weird in the Turtles universe.
Yeah, yeah. That's one of
I'm
the things
like-
when you think of it as an adult, like these turtles can never fuck anybody.
Yeah. And they try to go the route of like clever innuendo, but they're never successful with that. It's more or
Okay.
less just like a creepy guy talking under his breath.
Yeah, just don't even address it, man.
Yeah.
Don't even bring
Donatello is
Venus.
my favorite
Yeah.
in this new series.
Yeah. I like the actor that they got for him.
What was your guys' favorite turtle growing up?
Mikey.
Mikey.
Michelangelo.
Yeah.
Really, mine was Leonardo. I like the
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
the leader character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like katanas too.
I mean, skateboard. He likes skateboarding and pizza,
Yeah.
man. I mean,
I relate,
Really? Wow.
I relate to that like little brother aspect of.
I was the
of
older brother, so I
Michelangelo.
wanted to be the leader.
Yeah.
I'm the older
Sheamus
brother too,
from
but I
WWE.
wanted to be
Yeah.
the little kid.
I like the actor they picked for Shredder. I was really hoping that they'd get some good stuff
This
out
is
of
it.
this guy.
Okay, so at least they got an Asian guy.
Yeah,
That's good.
This time. In the first movie, he was like a bald. My favorite character in the first one was Shredder too.
Shredder.
And he didn't say a single thing.
Have you guys seen my friend Sarah's Shredder cosplay?
Oh yeah, I saw it in person.
Ooh, we'll have to post that to the page.
Casey
Hold on.
Jones
Let
just showed
me-
up.
Let's at least
Oh.
ask her first, though.
I'm not a huge fan of Stephen
Oh, Stephen
Amell.
Amell. I think he's all right. I
Really?
think if they gave him better arrow scripts,
He's the he's the frat boy poster boy superhero.
I don't mind him as I would like.
I don't know.
Wasn't there something that was just released that Marvel's gonna maybe tie in, like Daredevil's gonna show up in like a Marvel movie?
No, well, so Kevin Feige just addressed, like, they were like, why haven't you mixed over the movies with the Netflix universe? And he was like, well, these, we can't just, like, have these characters with, like, these long histories show up for, like, half a second in these
Yeah.
movies. Kind of bullshit. The real reason is because, like, Netflix is basically rated R.
Yeah.
And they're gonna have, like, Punisher show up in an Iron Man movie, like, with Salt
Right.
PG-13.
Right.
Well, I mean, like
tone
you
will
could
be
have, like,
weird.
Jessica Jones or Luke Cage show up. I mean, they don't have to curse.
No, I know. People
mean,
are,
yeah,
basically,
Punisher
people are
can't
calling
show up.
bullshit on everything.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of cool if they at least brought him in for Infinity War or something.
Yeah.
They really zoned in on the vermin aspect of their Splinter. It's just disgusting.
Old Splinter
Yeah,
was
he
like
looks
kind of
wet all
cute,
the
you know.
time.
This guy
Yeah.
looks like shit.
They too rat-like.
I was
like-
about to say that looks like something I killed in a factory a
yeah,
couple years
there's
ago.
no, like every representation of Splinter, pretty much up until this, has a little bit of elegance to it.
Right,
Some
right.
glass. He's just like a mangy little
They took-
parasite, you know.
I think
I
they-
do like this thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
the pizza
no,
truck. They
yeah.
put
This
arcade
thing
in it, dude. They spend too much money on this shit, man.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous.
Squeaky's still required. When it's done, it's gonna be amazing.
But like, is any of this real or is this 100% CG?
I think the set is real, but they just shot like what do you
Yeah.
call it, plates?
Yeah.
They shot plates and then put the CG
And
characters
the
in
dudes
it.
are all in those mocap suits.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh, with the little nodes
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I mean, when I saw the trailer, I was like,
Which is
wow, they got the
effective. It's
turtle
like-
truck, they got Krang, they got Dimension X, I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got all this shit.
Yeah.
A lot of cool shit
It's
from
like-
the cartoon,
yeah.
but they just fucked it up.
Yeah,
No
how-
martial arts, though.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is that all about?
Yeah. How do
we
you
did
have
a lot of flipping, bro. Coming in.
Yeah, we just flip around.
how do you have like so many elements that are easy to represent one next to another?
I
and
often
just like completely screw it up.
I often wondered, like, with American Ninja Warrior out, I wonder if people these days view ninjas as mainly just acrobatic,
Right,
and
right,
not like
totally.
somebody that kills and has,
Yeah.
sneaks in the shadows and
Yeah.
all that.
I've heard it as like being like an acrobatic or being efficient at doing something. Like
I
you're
just
a
wa- I
fucking
just wanna
awesome. You're like a dish ninja,
Or yeah,
dish,
like
dishwashing ninja. You're like people like you do that well. It's
Yeah,
like,
right.
Ninjas apparently are just people that do things
I
well.
think American Ninja Warrior might be.
And I'm a couch ninja.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I'm a total sleep ninja, y'all.
Sleep ninja. I'm a weed ninja.
That's for sure.
I like how Leo early on goes, "Yo, dude, you can't go out there. We live in the shadows." And it's like, no, but we have this ridiculous van. We're gonna
Right.
drive down the street.
That's not going to draw any
mean-
attention to
Yeah.
us at all.
So
Oh,
we
we
got
Bebop and Rocksteady.
the lead into Bebop and Rocksteady.
You get the ugly one. Which one's the ugly one?
My name is Bebop. This is Rocksteady. I know it's a crazy name, right? But his ancestors are from Finland.
Good God.
His ancestors are from
Why
Finland.
do you even need a backstory?
Yeah, who cares, dude?
Oh, what they could have done is right when they mutated. You're Bebop, you're Rocksteady. Let's go.
Yeah, we didn't need this shit.
That guy's a
This
WWE
is such
wrestler.
bullshit
Yeah.
right here.
Sheamus.
Sheamus?
I wonder if they had them in mocap suits for their characters.
They probably did.
Now you get to spend the rest of your life behind
I miss the fucking greasy rocker look for Casey Jones.
What?
Like the
Oh yeah, he was
the
like a
89
'90s grunge rocker
long
guy.
hair.
Yeah.
greasy.
That's right.
Even in the cartoon, right now, he's kind of cool because he's like a little punked out, bandanas, patches.
that
denim,
cartoon, I want to be on the record saying this.
Yeah.
That cartoon is the best version of Ninja Turtles.
I think so too. I
Probably
think so,
ever
too.
made.
I mean, the nostalgia for our generation's cartoon, like that's great. That's where we all got it from. That's what we loved. But this new one is like legitimate, good storytelling, good characters.
Right.
The animation's great. I like how it's CG, but to me it looks like a little stop motion. Like
Right.
they went for that aesthetic. Oh shit, we got explosions.
I like the 2000s.
Alright, so
the early
tight.
2000s.
Kim is showing us now the picture of
That's pretty
Sarah
awesome.
wearing a,
Yeah.
I guess they call it Lady Shredder or something, a gender bender cosplay of Shredder.
Usually,
She's fucking Shredder, but she's a woman, and it's
That's
badass.
awesome.
Right,
And
right.
She made this. She melted this plastic
Yeah.
and molded it.
that's a great costume.
bitchin'.
Yeah.
So we got what were we about a little under 10 minutes into the movie, and we got plenty of explosions. Thank you, Michael Bay.
Oh, that's a badass picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
If
better.
anything
America?
says ninja, it's explosions.
That's fucking tight, man.
Isn't it cool?
That's so cool.
That's awesome.
I want to do the one when he's from Ninja Turtles 2 when he's out of the
At the-
junkyard and
yeah.
shit, and he's got the razor stuff on his head. That show's awesome. I like these little
Is there
cars.
any feel of like Eastern culture via Splinter in this at all?
It doesn't seem like it. He's played by like Tony Shalhoub. You know what I mean? Like how much more Japanese could you not be?
Like even in the old movie, like
Yeah.
you kind of felt a little bit of that like
Yeah.
'80s Eastern like
right
vibe coming through Splinter.
totally.
You know,
Totally.
like you felt Japan through Splinter
Well, they
in
have
some
that-
way.
they have
Splinter
that-
does have a cool like fight scene.
Oh, does
Oh, he
it?
does.
Yeah, it's
okay.
probably like the most ninja thing that happens.
You know, they had him in
Okay.
the '89 one. They had him meditating, and like there was an emphasis on discipline. Even in the second one, like
think-
10
Right.
flips now. You
Right,
know what I
right,
mean?
right.
Like,
Oh man.
Like in
Yeah.
here, it's like he just lets his fucking teenage turtles like run amok. It's like he's
I-
kind of a deadbeat Splinter in this one.
in the old
Deadbeat
one,
dad,
Splinter
like, I
never,
don't give a fuck.
Splinter never fought in the old cartoon, and all the Ninja Turtles seemed very similar to me.
Uh-huh.
But in the Nickelodeon one now, they seem very different.
Constantly
defined, training.
Yeah.
There are sneaking segments too.
Oh,
They're sneaking around shadows. They nail it. They totally nail it.
so we got the much anticipated manhole cannon that showed up on pretty much every version of this toy.
So this was a huge toy when we were kids too.
and now it's a Transformers movie with giant nunchucks coming out of the side.
right.
Like
This
how
is-
are they?
this
I
is
mean,
stupid.
They are.
It should just be the what do you call it? The sewer cap shooter thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The manhole covers.
What they should have done was like, Mike, you take care of these guys.
But this is
they open up the side door,
ridiculous.
he jumps out, takes out some guys, jumps back in.
Some
Exactly.
robot ninja shit.
Ah, pretty awesome.
And they just destroyed it.
Baxter Stockman is so
my God.
So we
angry,
got
dude.
what's the chick's name? Karai.
Yeah.
Karai.
Yeah.
Is she in this?
That's her.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I don't
She
know
was
if
not in
that's
the
right.
old one, right?
No, she was in the first one of these reboot movies as well, but she
Oh.
didn't really have any lines.
Yeah, when they introduced that character in the cartoon, I was like, "This is new, right?"
Totally
Yeah.
new. But I like the dynamic they've introduced
Oh, yeah,
between her
it's
and
totally-
Leo and
totally
everything.
fine,
And, like,
yeah,
they
yeah.
have that like duality of character and who's loyal to who and shit. And like
Right.
in this, it just seems like she's superfluous.
Time
like,
to take out the trash.
Raphael's so angry, dude.
yeah.
Oh my god.
That face.
I'm
movement
pretty
there
sure
is
once
terrible.
this is done, he's gonna go gym tan laundry.
yeah. Yeah.
That's right.
Jim Tan Laundry.
He's gonna be on Entourage.
He's
dude.
gonna go log into his account
Dude, that
on the
bike.
Chive.
That bike would not take this, dude.
Yeah.
These guys are.
It's like when
And
they
yeah,
did.
you can't do that.
I know it's suspension of
On a
disbelief. It's
motorcycle.
a Ninja Turtles movie, but still.
I don't believe in suspension of disbelief.
Oh, really?
Because it usually means that there's less quality
Right.
in order to make that. I think there's ways to make these things either, if not believable, like
Enjoyable?
acceptable,
Right,
enjoyable
right,
as
right.
fiction, like
Well, we saw it at least twice when we were kids.
right, yeah.
Like
Even
those
the third
were, those
movie's
were good
pretty good.
movies.
Even the third movie's pretty good.
Trash.
It's
The
all
third
right.
one, the samurai one.
Yeah.
Even,
okay.
even when I was a kid, I was like, this one's a little worse than the others.
Yeah, the costumes looked way worse in the third one. That's for sure.
I don't think I even noticed
It wasn't.
that.
It wasn't like the same
I just-
Jim Henson quality of. It was like a different.
Yeah,
big,
the
goofier.
turtles look different too in that one.
More facial
I
expression.
didn't even notice
Yeah.
that when I was a kid. I
It's a
don't
little
think.
different.
I
but-
haven't watched it since like
Yeah.
the theater.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I had it on VHS back
I
in
just
the day.
remember hating it so much as a kid because like I don't want like Feudal Japan is awesome.
Yeah.
But
You
I
want them
would
in
just,
New York.
I would much rather just watch a samurai film.
Right, right,
You
right,
know?
right, right.
Totally.
But I don't need to see the turtles there.
What they
Yeah,
should have
yeah.
done with that one is actually had them run through time. Imagine if you had like
That
a
would have
mix
been
of
incredible.
Turtles
Yeah.
and Back to the Future,
Yeah,
where they're jumping
yeah.
from time and place to time and place. That would be really cool.
Dude, they should just. That's what they should do when they reboot this.
Yeah,
Turtles in Time.
yeah.
Not an origin story either.
Yeah,
We
just-
all know it.
You could do so much with that. And then it's character centric, you know what I mean? It's not necessarily about where they are. What did he say?
He goes, "My name is B." Bop, and then hit the guy in the face. It was terrible.
So
They're
fucking
like
stupid.
really just drilling it home. Oh, which one's Bebop again? we gotta wait till he kicks another guy.
I like the fuzzy dice in the mirror.
Yeah. Why
I wonder-
why are they making this particular version of Michelangelo responsible for all this weaponry?
Right, right. Donatello driving makes sense. He's the guy that built the machine.
Maybe because Michelangelo's expendable?
Who knows? Yeah, what's Leo doing?
I really like on Tyler Perry's fake GPS screen the huge thing that says Shredder with the big arrow, like we don't know what he's following.
Yeah, like who's he looking at? It's like that scene in Batman Begins where the guy's like, "It's gonna blow," at the end, and then you're like,
Yeah.
"Okay,
Yeah.
so something's gonna blow up." I get it. And it's like 10 more times, like, "Just to remind you, it's gonna blow." Like something about these big movies. They have to there has to be a certain dumbing down.
They gotta explain everything.
Your broad audience, man. I'm just
You guys ready for it?
Did he just teleport, dude? Whoa, Krang, dude.
all right.
Yeah.
Holy
Pretty cool.
shit.
I hate his voice.
Of all the ways you'd like to kill me,
Who voices him? Do you know offhand?
I don't know.
thinking me, and no one knows.
We can
Oh, it has
IMDb
the suit too.
Yeah.
So he's already affiliated with the Krang, eh?
No, this is his first meeting.
Oh, okay.
But Krang knows of Shredder.
I'm
I'm
sure
really glad
everybody.
you know the backstory, Maddie. 'Cause
What?
I'm really glad you know the backstory.
Yeah. I'm glad one of us watched
Fill
this.
in
So
some
we can-
gaps.
I'll
Everybody
fill in
that's
all the plot holes for you.
To be fair, I'm kind of digging the visuals.
people that probably only knew the Turtles through the old movies were probably like, "What the fuck is going on right now?" People just
Yeah.
didn't know what the Krang
All of a
was.
sudden, there's an alien.
Years ago, I launched the arc capacitor to Earth's dimension.
Oh, he has a British accent. It makes him extra evil.
I'm not hating Krang right now. I'm not hating it yet.
Yet being the operative word.
I want to see him in the suit. I want to see what that thing looks
Yeah.
like walking around.
There's a second suit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I remember in the
So
trailer.
he
there's
levels up?
when the
more.
techno drone
Yeah.
comes over to.
Oh, okay. One that more
The
resembles.
are there Mausers too?
No.
That would
Oh.
be tight.
I assume that's probably going to be the third.
Yeah.
Like Sogman.
This
turning
movie
something.
did not make money though,
Oh.
so they might not do it.
Did it
another
not?
one. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Thank God
It was
didn't.
it was a bomb.
I
Not
bet
a
you-
bomb, but it didn't make that much money. Not enough to make a sequel.
I bet you even the kids that watch the cartoon, that love the cartoon, are probably like, "What the fuck am I watching?
Yeah,
like, this is
yeah,
so
yeah.
far off base."
Right, right.
Like, why wouldn't Nickelodeon say, yes, Michael Bay, good choice. Let's have
Yeah.
him direct or like produce a fucking Turtles movie.
The first one made money. You know,
Well,
making it to have a
I mean,
sequel.
honestly, people were ready for a new Turtles movie.
Brad Garrett is the voice of Krang.
Brad Garrett.
I don't know who that
Oh,
is.
The
right.
guy from Everybody Loves Raymond.
Oh,
He was
yeah,
like
yeah.
the older brother.
I got
of the
confession. Never watched the show.
Get out my house.
Never seen it. I've never watched.
We've
a
been kicked
sitcom.
out of Kim's house probably
You've never watched
10
a
times since
sitcom?
we got
I've never
here.
watched. I've never watched.
That's right. Why the fuck are y'all still in my house?
I've never watched more
also
than like
ordered
2 or
pizza
3
for
episodes of
us.
a sitcom.
And made you eggs.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple Seinfeld episodes and a couple like Married with Children episodes.
So why was it so difficult for the Krang to stuff himself back into his own costume?
I don't
It's like
know.
they're just looking for like this like slapsticky comic relief at the expense of all their characters.
Hold on 1 second. What happened here? Okay.
Oh, did I touch something? Probably with my
Fucking
leg.
hate my
You're all
kids.
right.
Yeah.
It like sometimes I just cringe. It's like
Yeah.
I made it, and then
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. Why did I make this terrible film? I'm like, oh wait, I didn't.
It looks like they smoothed out some of the
CG.
CG on their faces. You know, I remember the first movie they were a lot creepier looking.
Their facial
They
animation is
look
pretty
totally,
good.
like,
I feel
if
like
you compare
Yeah,
the
but-
designs, they do
Yeah.
look a lot.
they're
different.
really
different.
expressive faces. It's just the overall design that sucks.
The design is
Yeah.
terrible. Like, why are their faces like that? I mean,
Yeah.
like, that's not.
Should be a little bit of cuteness going
There
on.
should be a little bit
Right,
of cuteness.
like Mikey
is-
The original head's kind of like hamburger bunny shaped,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. There was a fan
It's so
edit
weird
of
that
the
that
faces
original,
with some
like,
guy
made
that knew how to
sense
make
when you saw those
CG.
turtles, you're like, yes,
And
I
it
get
was
it.
like-
and then in
the
this one,
post
you're
was like, fix
because they're
that
trying
for
to do
you.
a more realistic, like,
And it was
turtle. What if
great.
they
It was
did
still
have human
CG,
DNA?
but it was
It
like
was
like the old
mutated.
ones
Yeah.
kind of.
Better.
Which is
Yeah,
not what you
much
should
better.
do.
Yeah. It was much more believable. I mean, obviously with physical, practical makeup and stuff. But it does seem like they at least made some attempt to smooth out the faces a little bit.
When Raphael said "damn" in the first movie, were
Damn,
you, were you like,
this
whoa,
is provocative.
My mom-
oh my god,
My mom turned and looked at me, and she was like, Matthew. And I was like, I didn't make this movie. I didn't know
I am a child.
Yeah, I didn't know he was gonna. Like, I took my mom there. I'm like, I can't wait to hear the word "damn."
You knew it was gonna happen?
No, I didn't. That's what I'm saying. It's
Oh,
like
yeah.
when I was watching it, my mom's like, "Oh, Ninja Turtles. That's
Yeah.
like family friendly. We'll go
Right,
see it." And then he's
right.
like, says "damn" like twice, and then she
Yeah.
was like, "Matthew." And I was
Yeah.
like, "What? I didn't know."
I didn't write the script.
So 2 years ago, Joey took my mother and me to see a movie, Christmas Morning.
Uh-huh.
The movie he took my mother and I to see, Christmas
Boy.
Morning at 8 a.m. No. It was The Wolf of Wall Street, which
no.
opens with
Yeah.
him doing blow off a hooker's butthole.
Yeah.
And I'm like poking Joey in the leg, and he's like, "What? I didn't make this movie!"
Merry Christmas, baby.
Me and Scorsese actually talked, and I knew what we were getting into.
That was my idea. I'm sorry about that.
So is Casey Jones a cop?
He's like a security guard.
He doesn't have long hair though at all.
Bugs me.
Yeah,
I mean, he's got to stay an Arrow character. I mean, that's his like.
Yeah,
He's got his Abercrombie and Fitch outfit on.
Look, I can help you catch these guys. I'm from New York. I know these
Man, I do like
He's
Amel,
not, he's
though.
from Canada.
I like Amel. It's just
I want to. Maybe I
I
They're-
feel
they're
like
like
he's an actor. He'll do whatever
Yeah.
they fucking
He
tell him
is-
to do.
he's
a
a
lot
good
of these choices are not his. You know what I'm saying?
He's a pretty like.
He did choose to take the part, though.
Well, that's true, but it's a Ninja Turtles movie. This guy, he wants to do like WWE shit as well. Like he's down to do a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't,
I think he's.
be mad at somebody for chasing a paycheck, though.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, trying to expand the horizons a little bit.
Or their
And he's
bank
like really
account.
good to his fans too.
He
Like,
is.
yeah,
He's got a
it's
great
like-
Facebook and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I
he
like
sells
him as
shirts for
Oliver.
charity and shit.
That's
I wish they
redeemable.
would really put him into the movies because I'd love to see him like with a good director and a good script.
Yeah,
like, just,
yeah.
You have
just to
this-
see that Arrow.
Supposedly he was the first to audition for Arrow, and like the producers like had other dudes come in and they're like, man, just not as good as
yeah.
Steven.
Because he was in Smallville, right? But he played another character on the
Yeah.
Smallville
was he?
show.
Yeah.
And then they were doing Arrow, and he.
Yeah,
But he
yeah.
didn't play Arrow in the Smallville.
No,
He
he
was
did
another
not.
character.
Smallville doesn't. I don't think that connects just
No,
yet.
no.
They might find some way to connect.
Oh
it.
no, I'm just saying that like
Yeah.
it's funny that he played this whole character through Smallville.
Right.
And then it's like he didn't even play Arrow, but then got the Arrow role, but not the guy who played Arrow through
Right.
Smallville on
Right.
the CW. So I was just, it's like so that guy didn't audition for it. He's like, I'm done playing Green Arrow. Wait, but you could have your own show. I'm over it. I would be like, yeah, I already did it once. Give me that job.
Here, the characters resembling something pretty close to the Bebop and Rocksteady characters resembling something close to the cartoon. Like definitely Bebop is.
They even make a
pulled
comment.
from it.
They make a comment about these characters, right? They're like, "Oh, you're bringing the '80s back. Good for you."
I
That
know.
was in the trailer,
that's
right?
one thing I hate so bad is like when movies have to make excuses for their production design or costume design
Yeah.
to make it seem like it's gonna fit in our contemporary world.
Right.
Just let it be.
Right,
You know
right,
what I
right,
mean?
right.
Like I just really like the '80s and these crazy glasses that nobody else would ever fucking
It's
wear.
like
It's
when
like stand behind your product. You don't put it out there.
like
Right,
in
I
X-Men
hate-
1,
yeah.
in X-Men 1, they're like, "Well, we're gonna wear yellow spandex."
I
Yes,
hate-
motherfucker,
yeah,
we are.
Yes, just wear it.
We're gonna
Don't
wear it
make-
proud.
yeah.
Don't be so self-aware about it. You know, it makes it awkward.
That was the best part of Apocalypse when they're like in full garb at the end.
I'm
Right,
like,
right,
I'm
right.
like,
This
yeah,
looks
I'm into
great.
that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we finally got some ninja foot
So
soldiers.
Shredder shows up,
That's all you get. They
sort
just
of
stand
in
there.
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah, I
garb
guess so.
going on.
My man, coincidentally, we were just
I do like that outfit he's got. That's cool.
This outfit's not bad.
We were thinking like
Does he go
Whoever
full?
the costume designer
Is that
was
Karai
great.
there?
Like,
I remember seeing the photos for this, and I'd be like, "All right, dude, we got a chance here. This looks
Hey,
cool."
You guys know the movie The Matrix and the coat that Keanu Reeves wears?
Yeah.
My Russian friend made that coat.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Lana, you've been to her house.
The trench
I
coat
have.
they have?
I
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, I love that.
I didn't know she did all that.
Yeah.
though.
Cool, because they
Yeah,
made
she's
it
done a lot of like old movies.
for the second one. They made it so he could fight in it more, and that like became his prominent look throughout most of the fight scenes.
She-
Was that?
Just did the first one.
Oh, okay. I see. Oh, I see.
I heard that his back was kind of thrown out in the first one,
Yeah,
and he couldn't
what- he
kick
hurt
that
his
much.
neck.
Oh
He
yeah,
hurt his neck really bad.
he was
So
like,
if
"That's
you
why I don't
notice-
kick that much in Matrix 1." He
Yeah.
said.
If you notice when he's fighting Lawrence Fish, when he fights Morpheus the first time in the dojo simulation,
Yeah.
he's turning at the waist to look. He can't really like.
Oh,
Move his,
really?
He can't move his neck.
like a
so much.
Batman
He's like-
suit?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kinda,
I always
but
thought it was weird that
He
fight.
fucked it- he
like,
fucked his
watching
neck
him
up.
fight, and I was like,
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. Oh
But
yeah.
I was like, eh.
I think he was on the wires and like had like a backflip thing, but they didn't pull him up enough to do
Oh,
the jump, and
yeah,
so as
yeah,
he's
yeah.
doing a full force backflip, he basically like his neck like tucked under his chest.
Oh
Ooh.
shit.
Yeah, he like pulled tendons and stuff. So, I mean, if you notice now, I think there's still like significant damage from that.
Oh,
So-
really?
And like John Wick even too. He's always been pretty stiff as an actor, but
Yeah.
I think that injury, The Matrix, fucked him up pretty good.
Oh
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Yikes.
I remember
Wow.
because they had to stop
Because
production
like
for
if
like
you
6
watch
months.
if you do watch Point Break, he's like it's all there. Like, it's
Right,
all
right,
movement,
right.
like he's running
Right.
like full. But yeah, he's
So
definitely.
he
like,
paid the price for the Matrix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that, but
But I mean,
Wow.
Neo sacrificed his well-being for us. This guy's a great actor.
oh yeah, dude.
guy who's the
oh,
bartender?
Yeah.
He was
is this
in.
guy?
He was in.
He's in the. Is it Geico commercials that he's in?
Oh, yeah,
Like
he-
the accident
yeah.
prone. Like
He's
He's
like.
the Mayhem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
he's great. I'd
he
watch
wa-
a movie about that.
He was really good. He was in the Sarah Connor Chronicles
Oh yeah.
as
Great-
like a
great
love
Terminator
interest.
show.
And, yeah, great Terminator show. He's a great character, or a great actor, great character actor.
I thought he was a more haggard Will Arnett for a second.
This looks like the
They
same.
could be brothers.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah, because
This looks like the same bar that they shot in Hell's Kitchen or in Jessica Jones. That looked like the same
the
set
Luke Cage.
almost.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Baxter Stoutman doing
Computer stuff.
He is a good casting.
research.
Yeah.
It's
I-
always
I-
sad when they get
He's
a
got
good
a bit
actor.
of an off-putting face to me. So that's... No, just kidding. Yes, I love that. Gauntlet.
I just like, why does he have all the other? He doesn't need those other spikes?
Does he ever get a mask?
You do
Oh,
if
yeah.
you need to
Okay, cool.
backslap somebody, dude.
I've traveled very far now. We have work to do.
Like, this is cool. I'm digging this shredder. I dug the shredder in the last one too, but
I hated the fucking mech suit, man.
I
I
didn't
see
like
it.
it, but I didn't mind it so much because just I don't know. Yeah, it was way excessive for sure.
Yeah.
The shooting knives and everything, but
It's
If
like
there's a mech suit, you know what that says to me as a fan of this from back in the day? That automatically says that you can't do martial arts in that.
right.
That
Totally,
kills the
totally.
martial arts from the get go.
well, it's like how
That was my
are,
worry with the Power Rangers suits, the new ones that are coming out. They looked really clunky, but I think they do mocap the same.
I
in a
think
similar
it'll be
way.
fine.
I do too.
I think they'll
yeah.
be fine. They'll
Smile,
move.
boys.
Yeah.
Commander Crane, he said that this will help open a portal to another.
Kim just took a picture of us.
Send it to Joey.
All right.
He just
Kim
got-
didn't take a picture. She just told us to smile.
Right, so they're set.
We want happy faces here.
I like the
That
characterization.
doesn't make the movie any better.
If anything, like visually, this movie, in terms of like representation of character, looks cool. Like the style is cool.
Karai's doesn't look that bad either.
Yeah.
The thing is, everybody looks great except for the turtles.
Right. Yeah. How do you fuck that up, man?
I feel like we haven't seen him in 30 minutes either.
Yeah.
Where they go?
With the expository moments.
I mean, we got to set up the
The
villain
actor who
acts
plays
real
Bebop is annoying as
Are they
fuck.
making mutagen here?
quick. Yeah. Yeah, this is like reverse ooze.
Oh,
okay.
so
they're
this
gonna
is
try
like
and
the
de-evolve
secure.
them?
What?
This is a cure type of thing.
Yeah, the turtles get a hold of it, and it's that scene in the trailer when Donatello makes his hand have.
We're gonna
5
get to that shit.
So they deal with a lot. Like the turtles are dealing with, do they want to become human or not? Because Donatello can figure out how to make them
Oh, really?
human.
Yeah.
The turtles are actually dealing with something in this movie?
That
Yeah.
Wow,
The-
that is-
I mean, there's like stuff going on. It's just a terrible movie.
That makes me so mad. It's like, you know, it makes the
I
turtles
actually gotta pee. Be right back.
see themselves
Talk
as some
amongst
kind of
yourselves.
abomination. I'm like, you never got that in the
Andrew, I like
cartoons
your
or anything.
pants.
Thank you.
I mean, I think like the weird thing is because I felt like the first film was trying to make them work as a team and become one as a team.
Right.
And I think this would have been a better like if they introduced this in the first film.
Yeah.
That way they would have to get
Oh,
through that. So
shit.
the next film, they're together, they're brothers, they're a team. But it's like they're still consistently dealing with that.
Yeah.
Like we're too different.
Is this how the guys get mutated?
Yeah.
Yep. So Shredder just shot him with
So
some
when I was watching this,
mutagen
I was
darts.
like, I was sketching at the time, and then I looked up and they'd already turned. So I rewound it to watch it, and then continued sketching and looked up and they transformed
thing?
again. And I went, who cares?
pretty grotesque transformations.
Yeah, it was kind of disgusting.
That's pretty gross. Yeah.
He looks terrible.
Yeah.
Like this
This is
CG is
terrible.
awful.
The CG is really bad. This is like,
I feel like I could do better in Photoshop. This is bad.
they should have got KMB on this motherfucker, man.
Right?
Should have got Weta.
Yeah, Weta or somebody.
Can be, man.
Oh God, the transformation scenes.
Why is she there now? She snuck in?
Snuck in.
Well, you
But
know,
I
it's
mean-
been a while since we've seen Megan
Intrepid.
Fox, so you know.
She's also sneaking again though, so she's again doing the most ninja shit.
Yeah, really, she's the most ninja so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here's my other point about this. They had April O'Neil in a jacket. Why couldn't they put her in a yellow trench coat?
dude.
Like,
Apparently,
Come on!
isn't the yellow jacket coming
it's
back?
so easy.
I think the yellow jacket makes an appearance though.
Yeah.
It better.
I know the original April O'Neil's in this at some point.
Yeah, she's she's in that.
And Judith Hogue. She was, I think she's so gorgeous.
I don't know who
We'll
she
see,
is.
we'll see how well,
Yeah,
we'll see how well
little
she
Maddie
aged.
crush.
Yeah. Oh, I loved her little butt chin.
Wow.
For our listeners, Google that shit. You'll know what I'm talking about.
Just get the butt chin.
Freckle-
See what comes up.
For some reason, I'm a sucker for a
butt
cute
chin?
girl with the butt chin.
You know, to be positive here, these characters look more like the cartoon
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
the ones did in Ninja Turtles
I
2,
love when
right?
he says,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm a little piggy."
Like I remember when I watched the second one as a kid, I was like, they don't look like the ones that I know.
Toka and Razor.
Yeah. Oh, they were different.
Toka and Razor, yeah.
Oh,
But that,
okay.
I mean, that's the direction they're trying to go to. And when you saw the trailer for the second one, I remember being like, Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah, that's
in
what I
this,
thought as a kid.
Except he's a dog and a turtle. Like, I don't care. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
Bebop and Rocksteady, right? No.
But like, which one's the ugly one? That was a funny ass
Yeah.
line. Laughed my ass off as a kid.
Yeah. The designs look pretty good. The actual CG execution is pretty rough. But the designs don't look too bad. Bebop looks cool.
Yeah, it's not bad.
He's a great shredder.
Yeah, I like him. I like these. The foot soldier costumes are cool.
She snuck in and stole some shit. Look, guys, I know I keep saying it. She did some ninja shit.
She's the ninja. It's like some giant turtles and their friends who are kind of like ninjas out of the shadows. That should be the.
She did the most ninja shit, but she cannot run through traffic.
No, she cannot.
Look both ways, April.
Like there's.
Look both ways.
So he's a hockey enthusiast apparently.
Enthusiast.
These are the only weapons at his disposal. I like.
I mean, and
like,
that's fine. Like,
yeah.
at no point am I like, why does he have
Yeah,
these
that's
things?
cool. But I
don't
did-
care.
I did
know
like-
it's Casey Jones.
Yeah, I liked the kitschiness of the '89 one where it's like, this is my thing. I fucking carry sports gear around to beat
Oh, yeah,
people up.
dude,
I'm
it's
like,
so
yeah,
great. Yeah.
Right,
Like,
right,
that's-
right. You don't question it as a
That's some
kid.
Pulp
Oh, that
Fiction, you know?
fucking like scene between him and Raphael.
Oh, so
Which one?
good.
Which
the one
one?
where he's like, Jose can say him back.
Oh
like,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
So
You
great.
paid money for this.
Yeah. And when they're
Cricket.
talking about cricket.
Yeah.
You gotta understand what a crumpet is to understand cricket. Like that Raphael's so good. The
He's so
voice
great.
and everything.
Yeah.
He's the most New York one, right?
Yeah.
We should have just watched the first one.
We couldn't have made fun of it. Though.
Yeah, I like being able to comment on this. I'm actually enjoying myself quite a bit.
We need to do this more. For
This is
shitty movies.
yeah.
Casey Jones mask. Is
It's
that a
terrible.
goalie
Yeah,
mask?
the
Or is that
mask
a
is-
custom made thing?
It may as well have been just like a regular mask. Like, why go to the length of having like a crafted custom mask if it's not playing on the
They got that Michael Bay
vigilante
budget.
aspect? You know what I mean? It's just a guy who happens to have hockey gear in his trunk.
The great thing about the cartoon too right now is that you really feel the sense that they're teenagers. Like
Yeah,
Casey
totally.
Jones is on the hockey team and it's high school or something.
Totally, you know, I
Right.
love that.
Like that makes it so great. These are like fully grown people. Man, give some kid actors a chance, dude.
Yeah, totally.
That's a great thing about the new Spider-Man too, like
Yeah.
them being an
I
actual
love
high
that,
school
the
age.
shot of like the cast.
Oh yeah, the New
So
York
good.
crew.
I was-
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like-
He's the only white guy in it.
Yeah, no, but I love that. I love that it's like actually like kids.
Yeah, kids.
Yeah.
Might have a Stranger Things kind of vibe.
These foot soldiers are like the weakest thugs, man.
I also like that he's so young comparative to all the superheroes in that
Yeah,
universe now
yeah,
because they're all
yeah,
older and they
yeah.
have all these life experiences, and you have this little kid
Right.
like who's a fan of
Right.
all these people. It's so
Right.
great.
I know.
God, I want to
They're
watch
they're
Civil
killing
War
it.
again.
They're gonna have a trailer to Homecoming soon.
Oh, cool.
cool.
Yeah. Maybe in a month or so.
I don't know him.
I thought it was weird that the director they chose. I watched his movie Clown. It's pretty
Oh.
good, pretty creepy.
Oh yeah, I remember you talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very interesting choice for a director, but.
All right, can we talk about the fact that the police made no effort whatsoever to follow anyone? They just rolled up and were like, "Ooh, there's some purple stuff in a bottle. Let's stare and look at this and not chase anyone that's running away."
They're all gonna drink it and turn into actual pigs.
Dude, that would be awesome, actually.
They're running around like to go this route. Like, look, they're completely out of the shadows in front of another stranger. Like, just monsters galore. Let's see more monsters if this is the case.
See, he's fucking huge.
Yeah.
Raph is straight jacked, dude.
Dude, look how big he
Kind of
is.
small
Yeah.
legs too. I feel like
He don't work out those legs.
he just skips leg day. Raph skips leg day.
Friends don't let friends skip like that,
They're slipping.
I'm just kidding. I'm a vegan, except for meat and cheese and eggs.
Oh God, this is like.
Okay.
I bet it took 10 comedy writers to come up with that joke.
They're friends.
Who the fucking are they trying to be funny? What 8th grader wrote this script?
So Michelangelo
An eighth grader
swinging
can
around his
write a better
nunchucks.
script.
Yeah, I was about to say, let's not insult all 8th graders
true
here.
that.
Michelangelo swinging around that nunchuck just now was the most martial arts we've seen,
From the Turtles, yeah.
and he just
totally.
kind of just whacks the guy or whoever it was. I forget.
I'm Michelangelo sporting my signature orange. I'm a triple threat, brains, brawn, and obviously a dazzling.
He reminds me of this guy I work with who
God.
just never shuts up and is just so obnoxious. Like, they do Mikey such injustice in this. All of them. Maybe Donnie's got the close. Oh, she's so dumb.
I like those
such-
little.
Hey, you know
comments.
what? Wait, you gotta give Megan Fox some credit here. She remembered that whole bit of dialogue all on her own, guys. Come on.
Nah, there was some
There's a
guy in the
stand-in.
back.
That's
They
mocap.
got the big cards. There's the guy back there like dropping the huge cards, and it's like spelled phonetically, so she can understand it.
I think someone does that for Donald Trump too.
Oh, probably.
That
yeah.
that was also the 100th take. They
Yeah.
had to slow it down.
But they, like, just the way they write her, she's so like basic, like she's just a little Britney.
You know what? I didn't mind her in Jennifer's Body.
Brittany
I don't think she's
O'Neill.
like
I never saw that actually.
so.
The name of the movie is.
That was creepy.
There's body in the title.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's written for her.
Yeah.
I don't think she's not really my type, to be honest with you.
I'm not.
They dubbed her
Andrew?
as like the hottest woman alive.
Yeah, for a minute.
we all know that she's not your type.
People in the podcast world don't know.
They know now, Andrew.
Yeah.
They know now.
I would have much rather preferred a freckly redhead.
No, like Margot Robbie right now. I could she's like number
Oh,
one. I'd
yeah.
say like she's
Margot Robbie's definitely my type.
yeah.
I think Margot Robbie's everyone's type.
Yeah.
Margot Robbie's my type. Come on.
Yeah.
I watched that video of her like doing Australian like words and like what they mean.
Oh right,
It
yeah, I
was
heard the
adorable.
slang term.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was adorable.
Yeah, she's like
Aussies have great slang terms.
She likes metal too. You know that?
Really?
No.
She
God,
said she
shut
would-
up, Andrew. I don't
She
even know
she
this.
talks about going to Slipknot concerts and shit. She likes like poppy metal, but
New metal.
what's going
What
on
is this?
here? Splinter's listening to jazz rock.
He's got a girl coming by.
Splinter. Yeah.
Splinter does?
Yeah.
Who's getting ready? He's like, my damn kids
Is it
are in
Venus?
here.
Wait,
Can
does
get
that
a
mean
moment
like,
peace.
he just fucks normal rats? I mean, New York rats are supposed to be very large, I guess.
Give a
but
new
They're
term to the
huge.
Rat King. What is happening?
They tricked Casey Jones into attacking Splinter.
Oh, so okay.
Alright,
I've
so there's
never
some
seen
ninja
this.
shit.
Giant rat 1, new guys 0.
Oh god.
Okay, so that was terrible.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But we did see
Disgusting.
martial arts
These
actually.
lines, man.
There was like a 3-second martial art thing there.
I don't think they did any kind of referential research for this, but I think they were just like, oh, it's the title is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, write the script.
Yeah.
This is our best interpretation, our
Yeah.
blind interpretation. Of
I
that
know.
chair's tight though with the skateboard.
I know 2 people in Burbank that work for the Nickelodeon show,
Mm-hmm.
and they told me that there's a big bookshelf full of Japanese history and shit right in the office.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
you see it.
totally.
You see it in the show a little bit, as much as they can anyway.
Yeah, that's no, and it shines through, man. Like during the training sequences and the lessons that are being taught, like they're like parable. You know, they're like
Right.
They could be any other story, and they still like sound lessons to learn in life. You know, like
Right.
I've watched that show sometimes and be like, I learned some shit from Splinter. While watching it. You know, and this one it's just like giant rat 1, new dude 0. You know, like fucking,
My favorite Splinter
oh.
line in the new cartoon is Leo says to him, they're about to all spar against Splinter, and Leo's like, I don't know, Master. 4 against 1 seems unfair. And then Splinter goes, you're right, it's not.
Totally.
Splinter's
so-
just that much of a badass.
There's
Yeah,
so much
dude.
wisdom, you know, like evoked to that character. In these movies, it's just kind of like nothing. Like it's so dumbed down. So like, I know it's just a kids movie or it's a movie about giant mutant turtles, but that should be dumb enough. You know, you should be able to like.
But America spoke too
Yeah.
with this
True
movie,
that,
right?
true
Like,
that.
so at least we have that going on.
Yeah.
They haven't spoken with Transformers, don't know why.
Yeah.
But
Because Michael Bay actually directs those, and he'll just go, I'm going to make another one, and people go,
Yeah.
all right.
and he keeps saying he didn't want to do the next one, but he's back again.
Yeah. He's obsessed.
Because they gave him money, probably. I don't know why they don't pick, God, they could pick anyone else.
So Bebop and Rocksteady are eating a bunch of shit out of canisters
Spaghetti.
right now.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
The opposite of pizza.
Right. Oh, okay. They're spaghetti guys.
This is disgusting.
This
if I
is-
was eating right now watching this movie.
This is how they characterize them. They slap
Yeah.
each other's bellies.
Yeah.
I told you this was bad.
Or just grab ass in the locker room.
Grab ass.
I
Just the.
think Shredder was about to vomit after
yeah,
that.
that was disgusting. Glad our pizza hasn't come yet.
Right?
Everything's so. They're all so greasy and slimy. Like I know they're turtles, but come on. Everything's so sweaty.
Depending on the turtle, not all turtles are super.
Especially most, like, box turtles are not
Yeah, I know.
slimy.
They're just. Yeah. This is.
I don't
They're
even
just
think
like.
turtles have sweat glands.
I think the ones they use are like those red stuff.
Right. Maybe that's part of the mutation. They get the
Yeah.
sweat glands for the humans.
Yeah.
I'd let that slide if that was
This-
the worst thing about it.
Infuriates me to know. And
Whoa.
Just seeing this.
This is like an X-Men, like, do I want to be a mutant thing.
Yeah.
They deal with this in the cartoon too at some point. don't they?
Sometimes, yeah. Yeah, I don't dig on this. At all.
Man, I think Donnie's using some lip gloss, dude. Look at that
Yeah,
shit.
for sure.
Those lips look good.
Juicy.
Who voices Donnie?
I don't know.
He's a little.
I think I
He's
would-
a little skinny dude. You've seen him before. He's been in like a ton of like Disney type of
Hold on.
stuff.
Let me pull it
Yeah.
up. I'll find out.
He's kind of a
I think I don't
bird
like
looking.
the like pale, like the
Mouth.
fleshy color mouth.
Yeah.
I wish it would have been all green.
Yeah.
Right,
So wait-
right.
Or like a lighter shade of green.
Are
Or
the
something. Like
guys-
kind of like what they have going on with that.
Who are we looking for? Who played? Who
The
No,
guy who
no,
played Donnie.
Donnie.
Yeah.
Jeremy Howard.
Yeah. He's like a bird-faced looking.
Yeah,
actor.
bird
he
face,
totally is. Yeah.
He is. You've seen him in a ton of stuff. He's been in a lot of stuff. I actually like his voice, if anything, for Donnie is really good.
Yeah, I like Donatello's probably my favorite turtle out of both of the movies.
Yeah, totally.
And I feel like he has the look of a teenager and the build of like a ninja.
Yeah.
Right.
But everyone else is just like ridiculous.
Yeah.
And
I feel like we've barely seen Leo in this one either.
Yeah.
He hasn't done anything.
And they put a
It's
lot
more of like a Donnie, like because it's more science.
Oh, yeah.
Which is cool. I'm glad they did that.
Well, I got a big bang for you.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
All right, I laughed at that.
Farts are funny.
Like
Fart.
you can't.
That's better than belly rubs.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Belly
everybody
jiggles.
likes a fart
Those are-
joke.
Rock is hard. Kicked on my leg. Listen to my melon, man.
God, this is so awful.
They had them in the studio for 2 hours, just like say whatever. We're just gonna splice it into your characters. Who cares?
The script's
I think they
not
got
good.
really high first.
Can I check
though.
the script pages real quick? The script?
We know we forgot to do something.
You know what? I think this is just like an avant-garde, spontaneous, like CG film, like as an art piece. Because I'm assuming there is no script for this movie. Like nobody actually wrote anything.
They had belly rubs and farts in people's faces. Like
This is
that's
what
all
happened.
they got.
They paid someone to write a script, and the script's probably fucking great.
Yeah.
And then they went, no.
No.
It's
We're
too
gonna
smart for kids.
Where
Yeah.
are the fart jokes? Where are the totally obvious jokes?
I think you guys just missed it, but Rocksteady gave Bebop a wet willy.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
totally missed
That's
it.
because they're best buds.
Yeah.
All right, they're literally weightlifting.
Oh, that's how they got so big.
That's
They look like mercenary commandos. Like,
Told Donnie to keep it a secret. From us,
why not just give them machine guns at this point? You know what I mean?
Can we also talk about
Exactly.
their shell shapes? They're like so perfectly round and almost
Yeah.
boob-like. You know, a turtle shell is.
yeah. Do they ever like go in their shells like the old one?
Yeah, they did in
They
the
did?
beginning. Raphael, he's like, do it. And he's like, I don't want to. And he's like, do it. And
Oh, really?
and they do it later.
I
on.
always liked
Their
that in
shells
the
don't
old
look
one.
big enough for them to actually get into
It doesn't
how
look
big
like-
they are.
Because they're
No,
just
because like their chest piece doesn't even make sense.
right.
It doesn't.
Totally.
Oh, right. That's right.
It looks like flesh. It doesn't look like.
Because their shoulders are flesh, and a turtle has like a connector, like
Right, there's a
between the
little-
two, so-
They have that human physique more so than like a turtle physique
you're adding lions to the
or turtle anatomy.
Told me about
Yeah.
the purple ooze. It's called compartmentalization of information.
Oh my god.
If there's even a chance that ooze can make us human or turtles, whether you like it or not. It's about what people are
Like Raph was like, I want to fuck bitches, man.
Yeah, I could see Raph. Raph's a white belt too, apparently.
You should consult with us before you decide to do something like that.
Oh, there's some ninja shit going on.
This is
They're
akin
doing
to
like
me,
little
like
training by themselves.
Sorry. No, that's kind of akin to like the old ladies in the park just like doing
Oh,
this.
Tai-
That was
yeah.
not really.
Tai Chi.
This is like me
Tai Chi.
shadowboxing in the shower. Like I'm not a ninja.
But I play one on TV.
But yeah, but
There's
Play
no
one in the
fighting. There's
shower.
no actual fighting other people with martial arts.
Call it what you want. What I do.
We'll see. There's got to be a something later, no? Like
No,
a
I heard
kick
there's
or
none.
a...
Reddit
I do
told
like-
me there was none. I believe Reddit.
I do like that they break up here, so it's like you get two people on the team.
Yeah.
But that don't mean we can't make
So, based on all these movies, that this happens once a month between Leo and Raph.
where that purple ooze came.
It's just like,
Probably.
nah, I ain't feeling this, man. I'm out of here. It's like, how much longer can you exploit the same threads and themes? Like, watch the fucking cartoon, please.
Where the hell is this pizza?
Tried to look up the kanji on his back. I can
Okay.
read it, but I don't know the meaning of it.
What is
Probably
this?
means douchebag.
Yeah. My phone just died though.
Oh, here you want to use mine?
It's probably like one of those.
I need the Japanese keyboard.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
Do you know? Could you read it and pronounce what it is?
Do you need it to charge your
It's
phone?
like
I have a
Shin-
Oh yeah, we got a charger right down there.
Oh, do you? Oh yeah.
Or I can also plug it in over there.
And I'm detecting traces of the uranium.
Here, I've got
Neutronium,
another.
an obtanium.
Do you guys need a cable too? Because I got another cable right here.
I have one. The second one actually. Oh my god! I got one.
The phone segment of the podcast, everybody.
I got one. Do you need to plug in your phone, Maddie?
It means Shredder may not be as nuts as I thought. From the data I just
The Shredder.
what was inside this thing,
Those backpacks look heavy as fuck, by the way.
So he's got a backpack and a shell.
Yeah.
His design's a little clunky.
A little? I And then why does he need his glasses and the goggles? Like he's not smart enough to figure out how to put his prescription lenses into the goggles.
Right. Or build
I just
some.
never
those cheese
understood why
puffs,
he's wearing
dude.
Glasses.
Those cheese puffs like bomb.
Yeah, Casey Jones looks pretty much nothing like Casey Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty bland. It's a totally bland representation.
Yeah, they definitely lost all the characterization there.
Oh, break out the blueprint.
The shaft's events. We need you two to stay on the ground. I can't just walk right into police headquarters. What are you, chicken? Hey, what are you calling chicken? Turtle?
He really hates
my
being
God.
called chicken.
Oh, burn!
My God. It must be pretty easy to get a job in this town.
What?
Like, who the fuck writes this shit?
We need to find someone to sneak you guys past.
Michael Bay
You just
hires
have
the
to be able to write
stupidest
Yeah.
a
people.
shitty script.
I
Yeah.
think he hires whoever's cheapest. It's like, oh, you only
Yeah.
mind getting
Yeah.
paid a quarter? Cool.
I bet it's
you're
like
on.
Maddie says, like a fan probably is like, I'm gonna write the best turtle movie I can, and then it probably does come down to like, dumb it down a little bit. It's you going over people's heads. It's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
this is a
of
great
course.
story over people's heads. Come on.
Well, I know Michael Bay on his films gets like final run through of the script or whatever, so
Totally.
he gets to decide
Yeah.
if like how many boob jokes there are, how naked someone gets.
I mean, yeah, it's
Guys like you and me were kind of
Wait,
he
Michael
may as
Bay
well-
knows how to read?
yeah, right.
I mean,
Probably not.
he
Yeah.
probably looks at it and goes,
It's almost like
"What is this? I need boobs here,
Yeah.
nakedness here. This doesn't make any sense.
We-
It'll work."
Is that Melania Trump, dude?
Yeah, right.
No.
That's that Victoria's Secret model.
Alessandra Ambrosia.
Alessandra, yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Why am I the only one that knows the Victoria's Secret model?
Because I only know porn stars.
I only know what they look like.
Because I'm a terrible man.
I don't follow any models whatsoever.
She's already a better actress than Megan Fox.
Did she say it?
No, she just made a look on her face, and I'm like, all right. She knows how to
She-
be in front of a camera.
She made an expression that provoked emotion.
Megan Fox
Meg-
is so
Megan Fox is a
conscious
robot, dude.
of being filmed. In her
What if Megan Fox
performance.
is also CG in this thing? Like,
I know, yeah.
Megan Fox is actually dead.
yeah.
No, she wore.
They did say
Their
they
Weekend in
fired her
Berlin.
from Transformers. Remember? They
Yeah.
hired that British chick.
Yeah.
Who's this guy?
Total loser, bro. I mean, nice enough fella. If you like guys who can't even bench press. Oh.
Guys that can't.
Total.
Okay, Mikey is
fucking
terrible.
frat boy.
Mikey is terrible.
What the hell?
The plan to break into police headquarters.
So, why are they trying to break into police headquarters exactly?
To steal back that mutagen that they lost.
Oh yeah, the anti-mutagen.
Pretty crisp and clear plot.
That's not so bad, I guess, but it's just everything else.
Where's this pizza?
That's what I was just wondering.
We got to get in the mood.
See, now we're dealing with an excess of characters.
Wearing baby t-shirts
This is
because
like
you were a police headquarters.
totally unnecessary.
Dude, still, Leo has said 3 lines in this movie.
Mhm. 'Cause they're playing up a lot more of the drama with just these asinine characters by creating all this conflict.
They might have
with,
thought
like, Raph
Leo
all
was
the
kind of
time.
boring.
Yeah.
Leo might just be too boring. He's too straight-laced.
Do you guys know the redneck usage? Do you guys know the redneck usage of the word asinine?
Uh-uh.
I give her face a 2, but her ass a 9.
I love it.
Hell yeah, boy.
Very apropos for watching Megan Fox.
What is this fucking song? Jesus Christ.
We had 2 Abercrombie models just walk right into the police station and give a shit.
Okay.
Oh God, they're like every joke falls so flat, so hard.
I
Computer's
just feel
making
bad
computer
that Mikey was
noises.
left hanging for a fist bump
Yeah.
from his brother, man. That's just
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah, Raph comes off as just a whiny complainer all the time. They're just like,
Also, what kind of fucking air ducts are they in that they can fit through?
right, just like so
Yeah, yeah.
conveniently.
And that holds their weight.
Yeah, right?
Exactly.
That's a cool gadget. I like that.
It's also known as a fishing rod.
Yeah,
Whoa. We get tongue action in this fucking movie.
that time,
That was ridiculous.
Michael Bay requirement. I'm digging this Asian detective.
Is there
lady.
anybody that likes these movies? Maybe the kids
I
these
can't
days?
imagine. Like, you got to be so out of touch. Like, has to be your first introduction to the Turtles.
So that kanji on his bandana, on Raph's bandana, means like careful or prudent. I don't know why they chose this.
Prudent?
Yeah.
To be like cautious.
Yeah, maybe cautious.
That is weird. They probably just found
Maybe
something.
they just thought it looked cool.
Yeah, copy
Yeah,
pasted it.
I mean, you got a dictionary you can search. You can ask the Japanese person.
Yeah.
Paid a bunch of money for a bunch of bullshit in this movie already. Anyway,
Yeah.
I don't know that they paid that much money to make this movie. Let's be real here.
it's the CG's not cheap.
See, no, but they could have spent maybe couple more dollars, made it a little better.
Oh,
Come on, you
well, I
didn't have
mean,
to
yeah.
go with the lowest contract bid.
No,
Come on.
yeah, it's awful.
Do you like the foot soldiers costumes anyway? Got a Court of Owls thing going on.
Oh yeah, the foot soldier costumes aren't bad. They're not purple like they used to be.
Most ninja shit we've seen so far.
Yeah, wait, so there are martial arts in this.
But the turtles aren't doing any.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
You know, and it's direct contrast to the first movie where they were like mercenaries armed with
Reddit told me
AKs
there
and
was
shit.
no martial arts.
Maybe we just didn't read the title right. Maybe it's teenage, mutant, ninja, turtles.
The comma was silent. The comma was the comma was the most ninja thing. We just didn't see it.
Oh, okay, I'll be right there. Thanks.
We are now getting our pizza.
Okay, well,
Pizza's here. The most Ninja Turtle thing that's
hey, is there a
happened.
pair of sparkly sneakers?
Whoa,
Do you
that
need
looks
cash?
No, I got
That
it.
looked terrible.
There's one.
Are there two?
Yes,
Oh,
there was a
awesome.
second.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Like they are completely out of the shadows. I guess the title wasn't lying. Like
There's a well-lit police station.
yeah, there's nothing.
There's no shadows anywhere.
There's nothing ninja about what they do.
They're like ninja and turtles.
That's on the first one. Like April O'Neil, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like
Megan Fox, Jesus Christ.
she just sucks the life out of a scene, man. She has no.
Whoa.
Oh, did he cut his hand off?
No.
That'd cool.
There's a lot of flipping.
I mean, it's
They
not
flip
the,
a lot.
The cops couldn't do anything.
Plus,
Just
if in real life, if somebody saw a big ass monster like that, they wouldn't have their
flipping out,
They
they
would
would have
shoot
shot on
immediately
sight.
or just run away.
In this social political climate, a green man cannot just, walk away
into
from
a
a
police
cop.
station.
Like,
yeah, that's right.
how
that's
did they
right.
not all just get shot and the thing get covered up?
The green man.
Yeah, it's hard out there for the green man.
You didn't know that. Stealing from police headquarters, there's no scenario where you wouldn't get caught. Maybe you hadn't lied to your own flesh and blood the way you
It's not like they have social security numbers or anything. Like, trace their identity, get their fingerprints.
Leo's talking again. That's good.
Yeah. I'm glad they got rid of Johnny Knoxville. I like Johnny Knoxville, but
What'd he do?
he was Leo's voice in the first one.
Oh.
That's right. I forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Like a good old Southern boy. Like what?
Did he have a southern accent, kind
Yeah,
of?
his Johnny Knoxville's accent, the
Oh,
same way that
really?
he talks and
He's
everything.
from Kentucky, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What's
it's
going on in
just
Kentucky, bro?
Fuck Kentucky.
a lot of ninja shit. Apparently, if they cast him so perfectly as Leo.
He never hears a word I have to say. Now, I knew they couldn't handle the truth about the purple ooze, and you know what? They proved me right. Leonardo, I don't know what to do. Donnie's nose in his computer, Raph's brains are in his biceps, and Mikey's head's in the clouds. I can't get them all in the same
Raph's
room.
brains are in his biceps. That was okay.
It's their different points of view that make the team strong. A good leader understands this.
Man,
Stevie
Tony
looks
Shalhoub was
boy.
just miscast, dude.
Totally.
Let's cast an Asian actor,
Get
please.
Ken Watanabe or
Yeah,
somebody.
yeah,
you know?
yeah. That would have been amazing, actually.
Or anybody else. Even the guy playing Shredder right now. Like,
Is there any Japanese connection to this shit any more than that kanji
No.
on Ralph's fucking bandana?
and I don't know if you remember the first one. The dude's name was Eric Sachs, which
Oh,
was
yeah.
Urokusaki or whatever.
Uh-huh.
The rough translation.
Yeah.
And I think initially they were gonna have that dude be Shredder.
Okay.
That actor, but then after there was like the outcry of like, we don't want the turtles to be aliens, we don't want a white Shredder. Then I
Yeah.
think the Shredder in the first movie was like an afterthought.
Oh.
I bet you the plan all along was for that the
Yeah,
white
the
Eric Sachs
William
to be in
Fichtner.
that William Fichtner, yeah,
Oh,
to be in
yeah,
the
that's
suit.
right.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
right.
I think the Japanese bits were added after there was a lot of internet outcry and stuff.
I mean,
So it seems like they took some of that into
I thought he
account
was a
for
pretty good
this.
villain. The one,
I love that
Victor,
actor.
yeah.
He's great. But
I gotta
was
say,
looking
I like
for-
the kanji being used on his
Yeah.
shell and shit. I could do with more of that, but our pizza is finally here.
The best part of this movie.
Yeah.
the most Ninja Turtle thing to happen so far.
Jesus. looks delicious.
Oh, yeah. I like that actress.
If anybody's wondering, we have gotten pepperoni and sausage
And stink bugs.
and stink bugs.
Thanks, Jim. Roaches and Captain Crunch.
I don't doubt it with your ass.
Well, that's what I always loved about Mikey in the cartoon. And the pizzas that he would order would always be like super like peanut butter and pickles and shit.
Yeah. They have that fucking ice cream cat too in the new one.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
Ice Cream Kitty.
Yeah, ice cream
Right.
kitty.
I actually really like that. That's Mikey's pet.
Wow, we have a singing Rocksteady.
Oh my god.
And Bebop.
So they're trying to uncover like pieces of the Technodrome?
Yeah, it's like these three or four things they need to bring the Technodrome over.
Now we're in the jungle.
All right.
What is it? I actually like them.
Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all right.
I mean, it's close to the way they were in the cartoon.
This is like a Billy D. Williams Batman thing where they cast this dude planning on him to be somebody in the next movie, but it's
Yeah, it's
never going to
gonna be- yeah,
happen.
yeah.
'Cause he was supposed to be Two-Face, right? Wasn't he Harvey Dent?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
the first movie.
Yeah. I feel like this is going to happen with this one.
And then Tommy Lee did it.
That's right.
I love Tommy Lee's Two-Face. He went full Nicolas Cage in that movie.
Yeah.
In Batman Forever.
I think if they would have if that movie would have been made by a director who went a little darker, Tommy Lee Jones would have been fucking
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been all right.
Two-Face.
Yeah, that's right. You know what happened? Like Tim Burton, like he made like this penguin that they couldn't make toys of. They couldn't really sell it. They couldn't make McDonald's toys. It was like coughing up black blood and
Yeah.
like eating raw fish like that, blood on his mouth. And so, like that, and the movie also didn't make as much money. So that's why they like canned Tim Burton and then hired
Joel Schumacher.
Schumacher.
Really?
Yeah.
I loved that. Like the penguin, I thought he was badass when
They-
I was little. I
they-
thought he was so cool.
They couldn't make toys. They couldn't like do all the shit they wanted to do with
Oh, the merchandising.
it. Yeah.
Follow the money every
Yeah.
time.
There was
Exactly.
a penguin toy, but he was like he was way cleaned up, like by comparison to the movie.
Right.
Yeah.
I think like McDonald's like had a big thing with
Yeah,
that. They were like,
probably
we can't
couldn't-
do anything with
to, like,
this.
little kids, yeah.
It's so funny that they want to give kids a villain toy.
Right.
Like in a McDonald's Happy Meal, it's like you could just put 5 Batman toys in there. I'd be fine.
Yeah. No kid cares about the penguin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joker maybe.
I do.
Oh, you like the penguin? All right.
I mean, I would have been psyched if I was got a penguin toy because it was so disgusting. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
His makeup's so great.
So this is, it should be called Teenage Mutant Mercenary Turtles.
Teenage Mutant. We use a lot of GoPro camera turtles.
So, yeah, it's an Americanized. Like we don't have ninjas in America. We have.
And why is he riding a
Private military.
skateboard as he's skydiving?
All right. To play devil's advocate here, there is such a thing as skyboarding.
Okay.
People do like moves and shit with a board.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah. Are they using it gratuitously here? Yes.
They did it in the first Power Rangers movie.
That's right. Yeah, they all skydive.
Tommy, yeah.
Yeah.
It was all extreme sports. This pizza's awesome.
You like
Yeah,
it?
it's good. Yeah.
It's pretty badass.
Shout out to Village Pizzeria.
Indeed.
Send us some more pizza.
Oh, so Raph is afraid of heights?
Yeah.
Okay. Characterization, guys.
But they were on the Chrysler building at the first.
That's right.
Yeah,
what the
right?
fuck's the difference?
Oh, a little bit
More
of comic
tongue.
relief.
More tongue, dude.
Looked like kind of a big turtle.
Yeah, that's right.
We needed that line.
That's
just then.
right.
That was some Black Ops shit we just saw.
Yeah.
Teenage Call of Duty Turtles.
They're so jacked and big. It feels like those ninjas can't do anything unless they're like incredible martial artists.
Guys? Oh boy.
You know what really sucks is Kevin Eastman or Peter Laird, I forget which one, like spoke so highly of the production of this movie.
Yeah. I think it was Laird. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
But I remember
One of
reading
them.
that,
Yeah, being like, they got it, man. It's the real deal.
Yeah.
Somebody spoke highly of this
One
movie.
of the original creators of the characters. Yeah.
He was just trying
He
to sell
must have been
tickets.
under contract.
He was selling
Yeah.
tickets, yeah.
Payday.
I mean, plus, and it's like usually sometimes comic book artists and stuff like they just like to see their creations like come to life.
Just
and
want to
stuff.
see anything, yeah.
Because like when they did Hellboy, he was like, "This is basically your do it, Del Toro."
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I like those movies,
Yeah.
but it's at the same time like if Mike would have been more involved, we
Mike
probably
Mignola,
would have-
yeah.
we would have had a different Hellboy movie.
That bummed me out. One of his quote, paraphrasing his quote, was like, he was just like, I'm just like a lowly comic book writer. What do I know? Guillermo del Toro's such a genius. And like,
Those movies are pretty well respected, though.
they're pretty good. I personally have a problem with the way Guillermo del Toro writes some of his dialogue.
Yeah.
Especially in those movies. Like, there's the part where he's carrying the corpse on his back, and he's like, if I had legs, I would kick your ass. Like, I bet in Spanish, that's pretty
Yeah.
funny, you know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
The, off the roll of the tongue.
Oh,
I feel like
right.
he writes his scripts in Spanish.
He might, yeah.
And then translates them.
Yeah.
Because it comes off that way, like a translated joke. Like,
Right.
you know? So I never found some of the humor in the Hellboy movies very funny because of that. But
You know what he said at a Pacific Rim panel one time? Somebody asked him, so what's the movie like? And then he answered, it's big robots fighting big aliens. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
That's it.
yeah, I do like that.
Yeah. He's like, he keeps it simple.
Yeah.
I'll get one more.
I also hate like in the Hellboy, in the second, like there's always got to be some fucking love story.
Yeah. But,
And like, and that's fine. Like Crimson Peak, it works really well. Some of his other movies, there's love stories in that way, and it works. But it's like, yeah, I don't need a love story in Hellboy.
I know, that really bugs me.
Right,
Like, there's
right.
nowhere in the comics that the character Selma Blair played, I forgot what her name was, is like a love interest. They were just like a team of operatives that sought out like old folkloric mysteries and shit and kept the evil shit at bay. Like such a good team, but then all of a sudden, yeah, introduction of a love story just always kind of like,
Oh, then they have fucking kids in the second one. Oh god, it's fucking dumb.
Wait, they have kids?
Hell babies.
Yeah. She's pregnant.
Aren't all babies
All right.
hell babies?
Yeah.
You're right.
Hell spawn.
That's lame.
So they just crashed the plane into some river or something, and Raph is coming up to shore. Really upset.
Out of the shadows, out of the country, apparently.
Yeah.
They are in a jungle.
Back
They
to
say
the
that they're going to
Amazon.
like South America.
Oh,
Yeah.
they do? Oh,
Best turtle of the fucking movie
Yeah.
is a real turtle.
an actual turtle. This is like almost an exact like recreation of the scene from the first one when they're on the snow-capped mountains
Yeah.
and shit. Like they're doing exactly the same thing, except it's just water instead of snow. Man, they're creatively bankrupt over there at Platinum Dunes.
This is just not the kind of action I want from a Ninja Turtles movie.
No.
This is an Indiana Jones action, maybe.
If this was a G.I. Joe movie, like this would make a ton of sense and be
Right.
great.
We need a John Wick influence. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
a display of martial arts.
And where did this tank come from all the fucking sudden?
I have no idea.
It's the Call of Duty audience.
Oh, we just randomly found a tank at the bottom of this river. We're gonna bring
They
it
had
up.
it on the.
They
They had it on that plane. Yeah.
It's a shredder tank.
Oh,
I doubt it would float as well as it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab some water.
Crazy zoom out, bro.
there's water with pineapple in it in the refrigerator, or there's just regular water too.
There you go.
Okay, I like that. But we don't see him. I want to see him pop out of the shell too.
You know what would have been great if that scene is like their shells pop up first.
Yeah, yeah. That's a missed opportunity right
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
I mean, at any point,
Absolutely.
you could throw references from any of the Turtles films into these, and everyone like this would probably be more well received.
Right.
They're like, oh, I like these parts and this part.
Right.
Like you don't get any of that. Like
What'd I miss?
they went
Nothing.
to their shells.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, that was that. But I was saying, like, when they come up, they just come up out of their shells already. It'd been great if they would have just, like, their shells would have floated up to the top.
I love that. Man, I love being a turtle. I said it once, I'll say it again.
All right, who's gonna eat that last piece of pizza?
That's you, Kim.
All right, I'll take one for the team.
Oh, I feel wonderful now.
Let's give this pizza box to Farnsworth. He likes to sit on it.
If I fits, I sits.
Even if I don't fits.
Farnsworth is fat.
I don't know where he is, actually.
Farnsworth is Kim's cat, by the way.
Correction. Farnsworth was Andrew's girlfriend's cat in college, who
Correct.
lived with Joey and Andrew,
Correct.
who then decided he loved Joey, and fast forward 12 years, cat still only loves Joey.
Yeah. And he's fat, too. Body shaming cats over here.
So here's another throwaway joke.
He's just big boned.
He's a husky boy.
Vern sells his breath, apparently. He's a pretty popular character in this
Well,
world.
so in the first one, like, so the Turtles wouldn't become found out because they want to know, like, oh, who saved us from
He
Shredder?
became like a hero,
So
yeah.
he, like, took on the mantle of, like, being this hero.
Right.
So he's just, like, making money
The
off of being
Falcon.
the savior of the city.
Oh,
Because
okay.
the Turtles can't take credit because they're giant fucking turtles.
Yeah.
That's an interesting little spin.
But you see the little joke they had there? Apparently he sells
Who's there?
packages of his own breath.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Oh, man.
Kim has
It's like
brought
totally
Farnsworth in the
unnecessary
room.
props. Oh, Farnsworth. Slash you
Wow.
up.
He's not running away.
Oh, he's so cute. How's it going, buddy?
He was asleep out there, so he's probably just gonna go right back to sleep.
Put yourself in the past that respect? Went downstairs and grabbed me a fucking sheet.
Whoa.
Come on, Vern. You were a cameraman before you got all fancy.
Oh, yeah. Right to the box.
The cat traps are working.
Oh, shit.
So what's Vern doing here?
Some ninja shit.
Everybody but the turtles is doing ninja shit. It's unbelievable. Is is this his room?
No, he's inside of...
Baxter Stockman.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Company.
Okay. Whoa.
I think they're gonna notice that.
Does Drywall even act like that?
Probably, but like this seems like a one take kind of thing. If somebody had to redo this shit,
Yeah, totally.
that would be the worst thing ever.
That's...
Why is this a whole segment?
Right,
This is like
exactly.
too long.
Such a waste of time.
They needed to fill up, a good 90
Yeah.
seconds.
That's all.
Come
The
on.
original script is probably 60 pages. Assuming there was a script.
Yeah,
I reiterate.
Michael Bay was like, I can fill it in.
It was a
Like, starts
coloring
ripping
book.
it out.
Come on,
I
guys.
got this idea of a guy ripping a cord from a drywall. Like it'll be fine.
You know what would be funny? They never get along. They never like...
It's all logic, no skill. Coming from the guy who's all instinct, no restraint. What do you know about anything? You're all heart and no brains.
How could you? You may know a lot about strategy, but you know nothing about feelings.
Oh,
This
my
is
God.
so awful.
Think about them bickering back, like...
don't know
Not a
anything
single
about
one of these
feelings.
turtles
It's
is
too on the
likable,
nose.
man.
Way too on the nose for their character.
Wait,
Yeah.
but don't you bicker with your brothers?
Yeah, but not like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
All right.
But this is just... But this is a movie, right? This is like... They have the opportunity to express some kind of like emotional exchange with them. It's so basic. It's so superficial, the things that they're arguing about. And in order... They're just like creating drama, you know, because I think that's what people think that they want to see in a movie, but it's
Plus,
just
they're saying it, not showing it.
yeah, exactly.
They,
You know,
they should bicker, but like it's so
Yeah.
poorly executed.
Yeah,
It's
it could
just
be more
so-
compelling, you know.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
but really, it's just a bunch of 4 annoying, unlikable monstrosities.
So is
bitching
this
and
right?
moaning.
Is this right here them opening up Dimension X for
Yep.
Krang?
Yeah.
Okay.
Galileo, Isaac Newton, Steve Jobs. Their names will be
Does Karai do anything in this movie?
No, I don't think they say.
She
her
just
name.
stands there and just looks
Yeah.
like forlorn or some shit.
Every once in a while, she changes her expression to look like she just sniffed a fart, but that's pretty much it.
It's a Bebop and Rocksteady. She's still hanging.
All right, here goes the obligatory portal in the sky, exploding shit.
Destruction
Rev-
porn.
yeah.
City destruction
Has
porn.
every movie in the past couple years
Giant
had something explode from
Energy,
the sky?
yeah, it's just it's always a giant energy ball.
Yeah.
Like that's a real, and we've yet to see that yet in our actual reality. So I don't know how it plays into our.
Right.
Well,
you
just
know.
wait till Donald Trump becomes president and
It'll
sets
happen.
off.
It'll happen.
He's gonna lay out a massive fart that's just gonna start eating up the sky. If you'll just let me finish. If you'll just let me finish.
My fart's gonna be
Such a
huge.
nasty woman.
Yeah.
Might need this. Well played.
So who's this right here?
Laura Linney.
Laura Linney. She
But I
needed
mean,
a-
she's
she
like
needed
the
to add a bathroom
head of the
onto her
channel.
house.
Yeah.
She's the
She had a bathroom
channel.
added under her house.
What's
That's the only
April's
reason
channel
someone
number? Channel
that
3
can
News.
act does a movie like this.
Yeah, I think it was channel.
Or they're in a
3
little
or
bit of
channel
credit card
5.
debt. Their kids
Yeah.
got in
Channel
trouble.
5, man.
Channel
maybe.
3 maybe.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Their kids got in trouble. Now she owes the studio one. Or something.
Yeah.
No.
I think the movie was like Channel 5, April O'Neil.
So
It doesn't seem like the police are doing anything about it.
yeah, this is
It's
just.
Galactus from the Fantastic
I
Four.
mean, Dimension
sequel.
X is a part of the old cartoon, but
Yeah.
I don't know. He's playing drums.
Turtle's all butt hurt.
They're all like doing the exact thing that fits in their character.
Yeah. Leo just walking around brooding. There's a rumor that they might do that TMNT and Batman as an animated film.
It was very popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
That's why
would
they're
be-
doing
that
Justice
would
League
be
Power
awesome.
Rangers.
Man. That would be
Yeah.
so
Did you
ill.
read it?
I didn't read it.
Oh,
but
okay.
That'd be cool if it'd be a joint.
I was gonna
thing
buy it, but
between-
it was hardback, and I was like, just
Yeah,
wait
I
for
wanna-
the
I wanna
paperback.
buy
I
it.
forgot to bring that for you.
Oh yeah, I already read Berserk 1.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's
Okay.
here.
I have another question.
Okay.
Michelangelo with the sunglasses. Why does...
He's a party dude.
I mean, come on, like, how is he even putting those things on? He has no ears. He has no nose.
He's never out in the
They
sun.
fit snugly enough.
Yeah, exactly. He's never even out in the
Well,
sun.
no, he needs them because he's out of the shadows now.
Yeah.
Good point.
Come on, guys, pay attention.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles out of ideas.
Yes, that's it. That's it. I might even name this episode that. Yeah, that's you. You found it, man.
Totally.
You found it.
All right, here we go. Here's our Avengers moment.
Hacking into the main data
You know what? I know it's like a better movie all around, but like Avengers had a better moment too with the sky opening.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that was fine.
But doesn't we've talked about this before? It seems like
Yeah.
that's like in every fucking
Not
big
Civil
action
War, though.
movie. True that. True
Civil
that.
War didn't.
That
do
was
it.
great. That
Yeah.
was so
Yeah.
good that it was
Yeah.
just like,
It's 3 guys fighting in a silo,
yeah,
Uh-huh.
and then that's it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like your main villain doesn't even have a superpower. He's just really smart.
Yeah.
Stuff like
So
that.
It's
would-
almost exact same plot of Batman vs Superman, but so much better.
yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff like that would work so
They
much
use
better.
their
for
they
this
use their
type of
mothers
movie.
against each other as well. At least Iron Man's mother.
Can we talk about how awful Batman vs. Superman was?
That we've already done that like 8 podcasts. But Kim, if you want to,
I gave up on Batman vs. Superman 45 seconds in. I was
Why is that, Kim?
done. I mean, I like it was something like Batman just like gave this look or whatever, and I was like, oh, how I can't even. I don't remember what it was, but it was just shit and terrible and.
well, that intro was too much like a fucking music video too. That I don't know. It was just awful.
If I see Bruce Wayne's parents die one more time in a fucking movie, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah, it's a little too much.
Yeah.
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 choice is yours.
The fact that Joey had nothing redeemable to say about a Batman movie says a lot.
Yeah, so like most of Superhouse actually is fairly positive about our. We're not like those negative nerds you see all the time on internet, but like that movie we just couldn't pass up. And I remember I sorta was okay with it, but then when I thought about it for like 30 seconds afterwards, like, no, that was just terrible.
Didn't you go with us to see it?
No, I didn't, but yeah.
A little bump. Stock fucking.
So Raphael's
music.
throwing away his chances of ever becoming human.
There's no. They've never introduced an incentive for the turtles to want to be human, other than the fact that they're
Monsters.
monsters. Yeah, like, you know, it'd be.
They have no motivation whatsoever.
It'd be one thing if one of them had a relationship, you know, even a
Oh,
friendship
right,
with somebody,
right,
or like
right,
they
right,
couldn't.
right.
Or they had been slighted in some way
Yeah.
for being monsters.
Like Donnie,
Right.
like in the cartoon, like Donnie likes April or
Likes
something.
April,
It's
yeah.
like, maybe I should. Like, that would be cool.
Yeah. I think about that sometimes, in somewhat realistic terms, like that characterization. What if that character actually did get with April? Like, I don't know why I think
As
about
a
this,
turtle?
but do you think? Yeah, it's like it's this whole thing. Like they would.
You have fan fiction about this, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Where she pulls down his pants and his turtle dick unravels and.
now,
like,
does it retract
as a
or
good,
does it?
You know, if she likes him as a good girlfriend, she'd give it a try. You know what I mean? Like, guess I'm into turtle dick. You know what I mean? Like, sorry, Raider.
You thought about this?
I have thought about it because they do introduce that oftentimes in the cartoon, like, you know, like, because it's just a kid's show, right? They're not really trying to build romantic relationships
Well, let's
most of the
hope
time.
not.
You have, like,
You know,
Wait,
like
they show
mutants.
penises on this kid's cartoon?
No, I'm just saying. In my mind, yes, they do. In my mind, I go the full 9 yards because it's like if you're gonna introduce that idea of like a crush or something like that, like as humans, for us, like that relatable crush and or relating to somebody having a crush in a movie or something like that, it's like we have like a road to go down there. But this turtle doesn't necessarily have that unless, like I said, he's dropping trow and showing his turtle dick to a human girl.
Now,
not that anybody really wants to think about that, but
when the Ninja Turtle blows his
does.
load, when Ninja Turtle blows his load, is it spurred out like a
Mutagen.
dude, or does it?
yeah, we'd have to Wikipedia up some Tortuga sex. And that would mean that if April gave birth to babies, they'd come out in eggs. I mean, it's grotesque. It's like the David
wait,
Lynch
wait.
Ninja Turtles.
So,
I've actually
now, here's
seen the
They come out as eggs.
pages.
You thought about this so much, dude.
I do, because they introduce the idea of romantic relationships slightly, and it's just for kids' cartoon. I get it, but I'm
Yeah,
a grown-ass adult.
Donnie straight
and
up
if I
wants
like anybody, if I have a crush on somebody, the end result is like to end up sleeping with them, or you know,
Right.
ultimately make kids with them, or something like that. Like,
But,
it's
okay,
just so strange to me that they even introduce it.
let's circle back around this whole like them
I'm
like
sorry.
April Needle having the turtle egg babies.
Right.
But then because the turtles are part human, then they would really be more like 60% human,
Well, here's the thing.
40% turtle at that
Initially,
point.
the
right?
turtles are
The turtles are all
0% human.
Right, but
The
then-
mutation, the mutagen, just made them more sentient and human-like, but they're just
There's no human part.
They're freakish.
Originally.
Right, exactly.
They
so,
didn't merge with a pre-existing human.
Yeah, so that's why this
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily make sense with the 5 fingers. That's why I have a huge gripe with it, because there's no part of them that was ever like humans that they mutated from.
Yeah.
Which would make more sense had
Well,
that been the initial.
Look, again, to play devil's advocate, we don't know how that mutagen works.
True.
Could be introducing more human genome.
Yeah, it has
and all
human
that
DNA,
bullshit.
maybe, yeah. Oh, here we go as a shredder. It's alright. It's cool.
Yeah, this is better than the last one, right?
Mhm.
Am I right about that?
yeah.
It's similar, but yeah, better. What's he doing? He's gonna. I just.
No.
I feel like
When
Tyler
does Medea
Perry's-
show up?
Yeah. He mutates into Medea.
Tyler Perry's been mutating for years, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. So that's the setup for Stockman and the supposed third one.
Whoa, that was cool.
Yeah.
I just love the Shredder. Even you know, out of these new movies, even if it's not the best representation, like just seeing the Shredder on screen is always cool.
Does he have beef with Splinter in this?
They've made no connection so far, as I can tell.
No, they don't. They don't fight each other.
Which is
I
my-
thought there
Phone
was.
still running?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Which is one of my favorite things
man.
about Turtles. You know what I mean? Like the conflict between Urokusaki and what was the Shredder's original name?
Oh,
We can Google this.
Orokusaki is
Urokusaki is Shredder.
Shredder, and
Splinter
Splinter's
is,
name is fuck, I forgot
man.
to.
I feel like such a noob right now.
They're like fake Japanese
You're
names.
gonna have to cut this shit
Hold
out.
on. We're gonna Google it. We're gonna Google it.
Splinter's
It'll be
real
fine.
name.
Hey, Master. Oh, what was his name? This bugs me.
Saki and oh god, it's on the tip of my tongue too.
But that was always like great because they had some history together. And Splinter was human before he was mixed with rat
Hamato
DNA. Hamato Yoshi.
Hamato Yoshi, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. That's more of a real Japanese.
Yeah, they had
thing.
history in the original or the '89 film. They had those good flashback scenes where
Yeah.
she gets killed and everything. Like
Yeah, I remember this
good
flashback scene
drama.
scaring me as
Yeah,
a little
totally.
kid.
And then the little rat puppet gets his ear cut. Like it
Yeah.
was so dramatic and
Oh,
emotional.
that's right.
For it
And
being
he's like practicing martial arts in the cage.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mimicked his
That-
every move.
That was great, actually.
I gotta say I like Krang in this. I don't mind at least.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
all
he's,
right.
he's definitely the best part of this movie
Yeah.
for me.
This is essentially the same-ish set up from the end of the last movie too.
Yeah.
High up in the air on some metal platform.
But I like that they're bringing a Lego aspect on the
What?
outside, you know?
Yeah.
For more
Straight up.
merchandising later.
Sub-Zeroed his ass.
Freezes fucking Shredder.
They're like they have too many characters, so the last battle's between Krang and the Turtles. Which at this point, the
fuck?
Krang and Turtles have had no connection. Like, who cares?
This is so ridiculous.
So ridiculous. What? They must just put, like... They must just write up, like, get scenes from other movies and scripts that haven't been made yet and pull shit out of a hat. Like, next thing
Right.
going, like...
Just
What's the next thing we're
throw
gonna
a
do?
dart against a wall that has script pieces on top on it.
Yeah.
Cut off a chicken's head, and wherever its
Yeah.
body falls, that's the next
Wherever the
scene.
blood splatters on
They
the...
get voodoo doctors in to read the bones.
Yeah.
The next thing you must do is go to South America with the Ninja Turtles. You
And then
cannot.
the whole point of that scene was for the turtles to look at a real turtle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's all.
It's some kind of ridiculous, self-referential, like, yeah, as the filmmakers, we know we fucked this whole thing up. Here's what a real turtle looks like.
Whoa, are those
Got
real?
some
No, they're
Watch
not
Dogs
real.
action. That, yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
mean,
That's
if
the
you're an
best
evil
action in this
headquarters,
movie
you
so
could
far.
Potentially have that.
like
Those
a-
cars bumping into shit.
All of a sudden, it's a Jason Statham movie.
This thing's 57% complete. We don't stop it now.
57% complete, guys.
I'd like to see his
The
map on that
Technodrome.
one.
Yeah.
That's cool. It's kind of cool seeing a Technodrome.
Oh god.
Surf's up.
Where are they surfing? What's happening? I don't get it.
They're surfing on these
Oh,
pieces
they're
of
surfing
metal.
on the pieces. Okay. I'm okay with
Lame.
that. I'm okay with it.
I'm not.
They should have had more of a shot of them
That's
actually
the smartest
surfing.
thing they've done so far.
What, the surfing thing?
Since it's putting itself together, like,
Yeah, yeah,
let's
yeah.
get up there with, you know.
Right.
Oh, God, I can't stand looking at her.
Yeah,
Like,
this
she's
is
hot,
it.
but I just can't
She...
stand to watch her on camera, man.
Like alien spacecraft in the sky, strange.
Her butt is a better actor than her face. Good lord.
You know what she reminds me of? It's like somebody like looking at themselves in a mirror, like,
Exactly.
oh, I look good when I did that,
Yeah.
right?
She's just... She knows she looks...
so self-conscious in front of the
Oh, yeah.
camera.
She knows she looks good. and-
Always has been.
Another reason Margot Robbie doesn't do that.
Yeah. She just sticks out so bad.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
I'll deal with those two.
Why? Like, they might as well go the route of just having them shit in their hand and throw it at the turtles.
Guarding it.
Did that happen? That happens, right?
I don't think the
may
turtles
as well.
fight Krang and then these three take on Bebop and
lowest,
Rocksteady.
lowest common denominator, America.
Yeah, no, we're gonna secure the portal.
Isn't that the American way?
This-
Lowest common
yeah.
denominator. Let's dumb this
Teenage
shit
Mutant Ninja
down.
Turtles Out of the Shadows is voting for Trump.
You heard it here, first, guys.
This movie is a Trump supporter. Like, all the way.
Actually, yeah, I would not be surprised if Michael Bay's a Trump
Oh,
supporter.
totally. He's
Of
protecting
course
his
he
money.
is.
Yes, that's right.
Dollar bills, yo.
Yeah.
Arnold
You really
came out
think
and said
Michael
he's
Bay's
not
gonna
supporting
vote for a
Trump.
woman?
Totally.
What?
I
Totally
said,
not.
you really think Michael Bay's gonna vote for a woman?
No, of course
yeah,
not.
He's
not
gonna
at
try and
all.
nominate Megan Fox for the candidacy.
Yeah, that's right.
If he wants.
Actually, that's better than Trump. Better than Trump,
Maybe,
actually.
yeah.
Same amount of experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my dad sent me something about Donald Trump supporters the other day. That was awesome. Let me find
Oh
that.
shit.
Alright. So far, we know they train Flips pretty pretty frequently.
And they don't break the skateboard on the back. Donnie
I
has
like
built
this
a really
crank.
great
This looks like a
skateboard.
video game though. Like this straight up looks like.
I
Okay.
play this video game.
Yeah, I mean that's okay with me.
Yeah.
I found the Donald Trump thing my dad sent me. It says,
All right, let's hear it. She's gonna.
arguing with a Trump supporter is like debating with a monkey. No matter how researched or rational your argument is, the monkey will just throw poop at you and strut around like it won.
That's basically how it is.
That's
yes.
the quality of writing in this film is exactly.
Let's
that.
throw
Yeah.
feces!
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
They literally threw a fart, so it's not too much of a stretch.
This is like going to the zoo to check out the gorilla pavilion, and it's just you just see one little monkey jerking off the whole time. You know what I mean?
We're at the final fight here, right?
This
Third
movie
act.
is so masturbatory.
That was the first time we saw him fight something, right? Am I right about that?
Yep. Yeah, totally true. Aside from the foot soldier that Mikey kind of punched in the head.
Little half punch, and then like that little that sword thing on the guy's hands to knock it out. That's it.
So here's the thing: they put a huge emphasis on ninja stars at the beginning too. I'm pretty sure those are the only ninja stars we're gonna see.
The John Wick guys need to do a Ninja Turtles movie.
That would be tight. The people who do the raid should
The
do
Raid.
a Ninja Turtles
Yeah,
movie.
get
And
those guys to do it.
They were contracted for the first movie to help with some of the choreography.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But they're too expensive, probably. Or
No,
Star Wars
they got
them.
them, but it didn't show up in the movie for whatever reason.
My 4-year-old nephew playing with Ninja Turtle toys is more entertaining.
Right.
I would watch it. I would watch that
totally.
movie.
Yeah, totally.
And it would be 10. It'd be 10 minutes long, and I'm like,
Yeah.
this is awesome.
Yeah.
I
The other day he had the Transformers fighting the Ninja Turtles, and it was kind of epic.
I'm gonna write a Ninja Turtle script.
It could get made. I mean, look
Yeah,
at this shit.
totally.
Guys, he is literally rearming.
Wah, wah.
Man, Michael Bay, come on.
Yeah.
Don't you have money?
I actually didn't mind the delivery there. As dumb as it was.
Also, by the way, he'd be dead right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Hospitalization.
At least his spine would be severed.
Oh my
How
God.
conveniently.
I'm gonna
Oh
make myself
my
some
God.
skates, bitches!
That would never work. That's a broken ankle.
Just give me 10 seconds.
10.32 seconds left.
Come here, booger.
This is okay with me.
This isn't half bad, I gotta be honest, but
It's better than the first movie in the
Yeah.
fight scene.
Yeah.
It's going to be a real pain in my butt. You know what Bebop does is pains in his butt.
He beat and he bops.
oh, his hair goes all the way down his back.
He spends a lot of time in the salon, man.
Yeah, that's a lot of dye too.
Razorback warthog.
Here's the portal device.
You warthog from hell.
She has a sword.
Karai.
We have a hubcap.
Well, why put it down?
I know.
Use it then.
The only thing you got, bro.
Yeah.
She could probably kill us, but I'm making a lot of jokes right now.
Yeah. Would you
Look at
just
that. Look
stand
at that.
Cool.
So this is
Cool.
looking more like the toy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm digging the Technodrome. They should have just started the movie here.
We had really great hopes when that trailer came out, right?
It
Yeah, I
looks
was
way
excited.
better.
Like
it looks
Technodrome
so much
and-
better.
I remember
Dimension
saying,
X crane.
I kind of want to see the new Turtles.
Yeah, I was the same way. It
We
was a
talked
great.
about it. I remember seeing the first stills. I was like, they're getting some things right. It looks like. You know?
Yeah, pizza truck too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
and then they make this.
But it is definitely hard to say whether or not this one's better or worse than the first one.
I also feel like you could replace the sound
That was
effects
tight.
with fart noises and it would just be so much better.
Totally.
So the point is to take over New York with a Technodrome.
I feel like you could probably take both.
Like, what's the point of the Technodrome for Crane?
What is his motivation?
Take over the world, basically,
Yeah.
as it always is.
Yeah.
All right.
Same thing we do every day, baby.
Yeah.
Try to take over the world.
Here we go. Some choice Michael Bay action, baby.
That's all right. This is good. If you're gonna have Rocksteady in it, that's a cool scene.
Yeah.
I just tricked him into going into a storage unit. Oh, yeah.
We can't move now. That was more baseball than hockey.
Murder. That didn't seem like it was very powerful at all.
That just seemed like it was a fart.
You know, that should have been a fart noise for sure. My man. Okay, so they're okay. Bebop and
My
Rocksteady
man,
are all
that
right,
fart
folks.
smelled
They
pretty
did not
good.
kill them off.
They did not kill them. Little turtle. Oh God, let me give you a hug.
Let's surf again, bro.
I mean, up until they were aware of the Technodrome, they still had no idea that the Krang existed, or that Krang existed. And now it's like... he's essentially just a superfluous monster.
Whoa. Donatello saving the day.
This game rules.
Whoever wrote the script, Donatello's their favorite character.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
At least they gave
obvious.
him a little more
Yeah, it seems
in
like
this one. The first one was like they didn't touch him really at
Mikey-
all. It was all Leo and Raph.
Mikey and Donatello usually take a back seat to Leo and Raph, right?
Yeah.
That's how I always viewed it before.
But there's always the conflict between Leo and Raph, and then Mikey and Donnie are kind of just like entertaining each
Yeah,
other,
the
you know?
comedic relief.
Yeah.
Right, exactly, yeah. I always felt like the way they wrote Raph was like he would be the best at martial arts if he just lost that temper. Like Leo has the
Right, that's like the crux of his character, you know?
Yes, like
Leo's the most studious, but...
he's the most studious. He's actually the best martial artist, but
Yeah.
but easily Raph could beat him if he just got over that
right,
part of
yeah,
himself.
Yeah, the most...
It's like a loss of potential.
And they play that up in the cartoon a lot sometimes. Like, the Turtles really need Raph a lot of
Right,
the time.
right,
Like,
right,
he
right,
rounds out the team in such a strong way.
Right,
I got this.
They don't... It doesn't seem like they...
like they balance each
It
other.
doesn't really seem like they try to pay too much attention to what works for these characters.
No.
Rather than trying to just be inventive in some way.
Right.
That's what it seems like they want
Right.
to do. Like, do something different. Which is fine, but do it well. Like, what do they even do?
Now, when do they realize
Oh, I
that
see.
the thing they're standing on is now self-destructing and they need to get out of there?
A lot of people are gonna die just from this right
Yeah,
here.
no shit. Like,
Oh wait, okay, they're explaining. There's
They're
just a gravity
flying a
gravity
drone.
pull.
flying
Yeah,
the
the
drone
thing they
back
stole
to the...
brings the Technodrome together.
They're like, oh no, we're not making that Man of Steel mistake.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of very, very slightly clever.
Yeah, that's
What
fine.
passes for clever in this universe? Oh god. This is one movie universe I just would not be able to live in. It's just so dumb.
Okay, so they explained away city destruction porn.
Yeah, I mean, at least they got away with not destroying so much shit, you know?
You seriously thought us 4 teenagers could save the whole world?
Sure. Guys, you got something no one else has.
We getting a cowabunga?
Garbage truck.
Oh, we do have the other one.
Why
Okay,
wouldn't you just end it with them just saying turtle power?
that was the most Ninja Turtle shit we've
Yeah.
seen.
I don't like that they phased out the cowabunga. I realize it's old slang, but
I know.
Yeah.
it's so idiosyncratic to them, you know? Like,
Yeah, I know. What is it? Booyakasha. now.
Booyakasha,
yeah.
what Mikey says.
You know, it's all right, but it just doesn't
Yeah.
seem as iconic.
Cowabunga, like, yeah, it's totally iconic.
But I wonder if like kids these days watching that cartoon, like that's their
They
shit.
would, yeah. But that all the more reason to preserve,
Does he say it in the
preserve
cartoon?
the.
Yeah, Booyakasha.
Is that what he says?
That's
in
what
the-
Mikey
Yeah,
says.
yeah,
Yeah. Splinter said cowabunga, I think, once in the cartoon.
Yeah, they say it. Yeah.
But like, it's all the more reason to preserve that phrase. You know,
but the,
if
but the
only
rest
for
of
the
the
Ninja
rest of the
Turtles,
show
you know?
was so fucking good though.
It is,
I
yeah.
could just let it slide.
Like, I don't care that much, but I
Yeah.
mean, you know, it would,
I
it
did
would be
notice
nice.
that,
It would be
yeah.
nice, you know, especially now when they just like, it's reduced down to just turtle power. It's just so, like,
It's such a
alright,
celebration of the whole
Yeah.
turtle. I don't know, mythos. I guess you could say at this point.
Like,
It's
they
been going
own
on for
that,
a
you know.
long time.
Cowabunga is
Yeah.
their thing. I haven't seen Judith Hogue yet, and I'm pretty pissed off.
That's no fair.
Congratulations.
Man, Casey Jones
So,
is just not Casey
Now
Jones.
they're fully accepted by the city. Like,
No, just these cops.
what? Like, you wouldn't believe what happened
New
to work
York!
today,
They
honey.
came out of the shadows, but then back into.
Yeah, right.
We see how they're,
They can't
you
pull a
know,
Tony Stark.
they're down at the Statue of Liberty. You know, they're not around a whole bunch of people. There's like maybe 20 dudes here.
True, but all these cops, like, what'd you do at work today, honey? I was like, oh, we just indoctrinated some Ninja Turtles into our secret fraternal order of police. Like, no big deal. Like, wait, what?
No scientists have any interest in it whatsoever. By the way.
Ninja Turtles? Yeah. Oh, just shut up and kiss me.
So they're really good at being turtles?
Hi, Laura Linney.
You should give people more credit.
Oh, shut up.
They'll accept you now.
Really?
Probably right.
It's about people accepting you, no, not
Y'all police
turtles
can't even
accepting
accept
people.
African Americans, let alone
Arrangement we've had.
mutant Americans.
April knows where to find
no, lady, we're monsters. Like,
Look at us.
I have to dig a hole to shit, lady.
What fun is that?
Normal
is
is in
that?
our
God, I
vocabulary.
fucking hate Raphael.
Yeah, he sucks.
He's such a bro dude, huh?
I actually like, I mean, Donnie probably the most in this, but Leo second just because he hasn't really like embarrassed himself by
Leo
having
feels
a shitty
pretty much
lie,
like
yeah.
Leo. Yeah.
Like, okay, but they don't like they fall back on that. Like, we don't have to do much with him because his
Yeah.
And I'm
character's
pretty sure you
pretty
can't
two-dimensional. You know?
actually
right.
get up there. Right?
You can if you ninja flip the fuck out of it.
Hey, we all know they can ninja
That's
flip
it.
the fuck out of it.
All right, so the end title finally came on, and now we see some
We got
animation.
some really bad
Drawings.
comic.
Wow, this is the original song.
No,
No, it's like a
It's a cover.
remix.
But
Peter
I mean,
Laird.
it's pretty.
just
Feel some fighting team. Like,
Okay, I
no,
gotta
like,
ask you a
this
question. Were you swinging on the swing sets when you were a kid, singing this song with other kids? I
Yes.
was.
yeah, totally. This song has a. This song is them like, sorry, we just made you sit through that whole thing. Remember, this is the member berries part of this shit. Like,
This
You made me
whole
do-
sequence is way better than that movie.
yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
actually it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
they actually look more like turtles.
Yeah.
I like that the
They-
spray
This
paint.
looks like an
kind of deal.
iOS game.
graffiti type thing.
This is. They put it.
There's
Go
Ninja Stars again.
Oh, nice. Finally, so there's our ninja shit. Finally, it comes in 3
Could've
frames of
done with more of
animation.
that, man. They had smoke bombs and everything in the
There
old
you
one.
go.
Remember that?
Just a little bit more sex for you kids. Oh God, that's a horrible Will Arnett.
And they're literally just tracing frames.
Unnecessary character after unnecessary character after unnecessary character.
Noel Fisher.
Oh, these are the guys who play the turtles. Party dude. So out of 10 pizza slices, what do you guys give
Let's go around. Actually, let's
TMNT
have closing remarks.
out
I
of
want
the
you
shadow.
to start.
me?
Yeah.
Just have to say, the only thing that made this bearable was the fact that we were talking over it the whole time, and the pizza. Out of 10 pizza slices, I'm gonna give it a 2.5, which I'd consider being fairly high, fairly generous.
Yeah.
Just because I liked the way that the Krang looked, and the visual representation of some of the characters was cool. Aside from the turtles, they still look like trash. Splinter was cool. Didn't do nothing with him. He's still frozen apparently. They're just, it'll probably be a while before we get another Ninja Turtles movie, but hopefully in that time, whoever does that next gets their shit together.
Trash. But I want to read Stefan's fanfic, like really bad.
I'm hard R Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fanfic, and we're gonna delve deep into this whole human turtle relationship thing. I think it warrants
There
it
will
needs
also
to
be no martial arts in
it
this
needs
book.
to be addressed.
Just fucking.
We're adults now. We're
then just fucking.
we grew up with the turtles. The turtles are growing up with us. I think it's appropriate now.
And also for the reason, purposes of science, let's look at this. Let's figure out what would happen, Let's start some genetic splicing or something.
I'd just like to say for the people at home, like to see the anatomically correct Ninja Turtles animation.
Yes, I have seen
that.
It's horrifying.
It's horrifying, but that kind of shit I guess runs through my mind a lot.
Oh my
what it
God.
would really be like. But
Kim, I'd like to know your closing remarks on this movie.
Oh, that was a movie?
Yeah. Sort of.
Yeah, it was just garbage. Am I supposed to give it a rating?
you paid for
How many out of 10 pizza slices? How many?
3/8 of a slice.
Wow. Okay, there you have it.
Pretty brutal. Pretty.
So, like, when I see like these Michael Bay movies, I always feel like it kind of like reflects Michael Bay himself in that there's hardly any emotion. There's no heart to it whatsoever. There's cool action sequences, but like that's it. It's like I don't know. It's the same as the Transformers movies. I know he didn't direct it, but he produced this, and it definitely feels like a Michael Bay movie. And also, like when I was a kid, Ninja Turtles had ninja in it. Ninjas come from Japan. I knew that. Like, I like the Japanese Eastern, like, mysticism kind of shit.
Yeah.
Maybe not mysticism, but like there was a little bit of Eastern culture, especially through Splinter.
The wisdom,
And there's
like
thoughtfulness.
There was thoughtfulness, like that whole like late 80s, early 90s like martial arts scene. You can kind of feel that
totally
in those movies. So even to this day, like I like seeing that in my Ninja Turtles when I do watch it,
yeah.
and it is in the Nickelodeon cartoon. You do see
that's
it.
a good point though too. Like the early '90s, late '80s, how would you say, like the welcoming of like martial arts and karate was really big at the time, getting bigger. You know,
Right,
like,
exactly.
Most people probably didn't know about ninjutsu or whatever, but the idea of like, you know, after the late '70s, Bruce Lee movies and stuff like that, and that becoming more popular in America, really must have had an impact on the creation of this particular mythos.
Is that a turtle dick?
We got a picture of a
Maddie has looked up a turtle dick, and it looks horrifying.
All right, so if you're April O'Neil, right, this is what you see if you decide, yeah, I actually like Donatello, and I'm gonna, you know, like how do you even go down that road if you're not gonna consider the end of that road is a turtle dick?
How's that attached? I'm more confused now.
I'm guessing balls and shaft here.
Oh
I
yeah.
hope no kids are listening.
It's definitely
watch those
no.
hashtags.
This is we're explicit as hell.
We're explicit.
But I would definitely give it like I guess two pizza slices from me.
Yeah.
It just doesn't have any heart, and there's no martial arts. I mean, my God, I mean, you need martial arts. You need a display of martial arts.
For me, it's like, you know, you have like you have somebody express like when they work on a project, they say this was a labor of love, you know, because we love these characters and we love this mythos or whatever. This is the like literal equivalent of just shitting something out. You know, this is product. This is a cash grab. ILM did the fucking like. They must be ILM interns all the way, just like clickety clack, clickety clack. We got your Ninja Turtles movie, you know what I mean? Like
exactly.
It's absolutely a cash grab. There's no love. There was no care. There's no thought put into this, and it's like, I mean, I kind of get it because, you know, I've worked on a lot of shit that I don't like, and I'm like, well, this is garbage that we're putting out into the world. That's you know, we're gonna exploit some poor little Asian workers to make our garbage and charge $20 for it. So you know, I respect the hustle, but Jesus, this was just.
Totally
terrible.
Yeah, for it to come from such an iconic franchise and not even come close. Not even nod to it, or even work from the foundation. Ninjutsu, martial arts. What else did you got? I don't know. Just like the characterization.
Somewhat in the ballpark.
You know,
you got to give it that.
It's like you have decades of this stuff already built up to not even to just like attempt to reinvent it with such low quality of writing, of characterization, of dialogue. You know what I mean? Like, this is a big budget movie, more or less.
You like they talk about like, what do you call it, like emotional intelligence or something. I feel like Michael Bay doesn't have that, or
doesn't.
Is like he does not care about like
he's the one shitting these things out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
He's like the fucking queen alien or something, just like plump, plop. Here's another fucking Bad Boys 3, and here's another Transformers movie. You know, like I feel like Ninja Turtles got swept up in the shit hurricane that is Michael Bay's career.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
You know, they just could not the franchise is sucked up into it. You know, like the eye of the storm. The brown eye of the storm. Thanks a lot, Michael Bay.
I feel like Michael Bay's that douchebag frat boy.
That's like, I try to get to that without being like, I don't mean to be offensive or whatever, but it's like that real mainstream, lowest common denominator kind of like Trump supporter, beer can crashing, college student, frat boy sensibility that is rife in this movie and most Michael Bay movies. It's like, it's that particular side of America, I guess, that's just like, they're the ones that buy Coldplay records at Walmart, you know what I mean? Like, I get that, you know, that's the mass audience, that's the broad audience, but there's so much.
But it's like, if you make like a nerdy movie, we've seen it time and time again, if you make it marketed to nerds like really hard, if you really lean into mythology really hard, it'll have that like a kind of like a small, maybe a small community at first, but it'll branch out, like what Star Wars has done.
All the best stuff is like that, you know. It knows who it's telling their story to. This is just like insulting, you know. It's insulting to your intelligence, and I think they hide behind the fact that it's like they're mutant Ninja Turtles, like it's not real, you know, like
right.
Take it with a grain of salt or whatever. I'm like, no, man, like storytelling doesn't matter if your main character is a fucking aardvark. You can get some epic shit.
No, I mean, if you remember, like in the first movie where the Splinter apparition appears above the fireplace, when they're camping, it's kind of a very emotional scene. What does he say, like my sons or something?
My sons, I love you all. You know, like, it's like I'm with you all.
Yeah.
You know, the strength you give me to survive is the strength I give you.
I'm getting
to
like
fight.
goosebumps even hearing that shit from you right now.
Totally.
I just want to watch it.
Yeah.
Splinter.
Yeah.
I know.
Like that. This movie was missing stuff like that.
So much, and that's the thing is it doesn't play to like, you know, for little kids watching this, it doesn't play to like higher values or virtues to like attain or aim for, you know. It's
also
like,
could have
just have fun.
Could have been
Make sure you don't
connected.
make a mess, you know. Like make sure your parents know that you're not swearing too much, you know. Like
Could have been connected to the martial arts thing too, like
Yeah.
martial arts for kids.
yeah, this
like,
is a pacifier.
Values.
This is like you don't want your kids like, you know, just to like give your kids something to do while you could go and I don't know, smoke some crack or something.
I
Like,
guess letting your kids watch this is better than letting them play with matches, but
Like,
not
not
by
by
a whole
much.
lot.
not a whole lot. Yeah.
yeah, they may as well be starting fires. You know what I mean? Like, hey,
Oh,
it's this was a pretty rough movie.
it's a tough
But
sit.
I'm glad we got a chance to sit through it and
That's the
only
Maddie is
thing that made it
trying not to
bearable,
kill
yeah.
himself right now.
No, he's like he's hanging up the noose right now, folks at home. He just kicked the stool out from under himself.
For some reason we didn't stop him though. I don't know why we didn't stop him.
We're live tweeting Maddie's suicide
I
based
have
on
hope.
Ninja Turtles.
I have hope that we'll have a good Turtles movie once again. one day.
Eventually, yeah.
I mean,
I'm getting
somebody
it.
like
I'm
Del
getting down
Toro
with
or
it.
somebody did the Turtles,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'd want to see him do that.
Just just like the Raid guys, or
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
you
yeah.
need-
Ray John Wick, somebody.
Yeah.
You need an equal mixture of like, I mean, maybe Del Toro, like somebody who's steeped in some kind
He
of
just couldn't write
monster
the story,
effects or
'cause
something.
Somebody that knows how to really cater to
Oh,
that
but
audience.
we would get your love story. Your fanfic would come
Yeah,
into play.
yeah, that's true.
We
That's
would
true.
get turtle babies.
But if you think
Turtle
about
human
if you think
babies.
about Blade 2, the bad guy in Blade 2, it was like so martial arts and stuff. Like Del Toro wouldn't be a bad choice for this.
No,
actually.
like he'd do it justice.
But as long like you would definitely have to have the martial arts has to be like equal balance with the Americana like pop culture elements that are.
And to me, it's weird too because like if you look at like UFC's popularity, martial arts are like bigger than they ever have been. I feel like
totally.
and like John Wick is getting a sequel and all that. Like, there's an audience for this.
Yeah.
Like, there's a huge like what do you call it? The Ip Man. I know
Yeah.
it's like a foreign film, but they're huge
Yeah.
in America too,
Yeah,
right?
totally.
So there's definitely an audience for these movies.
Absolutely.
And they're sleeping on it.
Yeah.
Completely sleeping
And
on
I
it.
guarantee you, everybody of our age, maybe even a little bit older and a little bit younger, is like expecting that. Like it says ninja in the title, and because of the era we grew up in, we have a fair idea of what ninja means. You know.
I think more so than now, it seems that way because, like I said before, American Ninja Warrior and all that. I think it's kind of skewing people's perspectives.
Those are awesome.
With his wiener.
Oh, it's his tail.
So Kim showed us this picture of
That's
a.
an old Eastman Laird design.
originally looked like.
It was a toy.
Figure for a toy. Yeah, that's one of the newer ones that's like fully posable. They have great series of action figures out now,
sure
and
that's a
have been.
tail?
Yeah, they used to draw them with their little nubby tails.
Kim thinks it's a dick.
It does look like a dick, like straight up. It
totally
looks like a dick.
turtle dicks.
Turtle
Okay.
Turtle dick.
Turtle dicks. Let's get
So
into that.
I'll be
Turtle dick suit.
I'll be soon to be posting my
Thousand Fake
X-rated
fanfic.
X-rated Ninja Turtle fanfic. It'll have Yakuza in it. It'll have sex in it. It'll have plenty
martial
plenty
art,
of turtle
no ninja
dick for you.
No ninja, just a bunch of fucking.
Yeah, just ninja fucking.
Wow. I think actually there's a good fanfic there with Donnie liking April and like wanting to turn human.
Yeah.
Porn.
Well, I just, sex aside, like the X-rated bits aside, like exploring, because, like I said, they introduced that quite a bit here and there. Like, even in the 89 movie, you have Mikey has, like, a little crush on April. Like, she
Right.
called me Mikey.
Right,
you know what I
right,
mean?
right,
Like,
right, right.
Oh, you're blushing, like shit like that. Like, they introduce the idea, but it's always like, it's like they're only gonna take that so far, obviously, because it's geared towards kids or whatever. But like, I wonder.
And
about
it gets too depressing if you
it
really
gets depressing,
get into
exactly.
that
If
mentality.
You think about it, like if you think about the logistics of it, like she's gonna be totally grossed out by a mutant turtle dick, maybe. I mean.
An argument can be made
Right.
that the reason that they
Right.
cut up and they're so lively
Or you
is
can-
because they're trying to cover up
point.
all of their depression with like just being the only 4 turtles on the earth.
Exactly,
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like it's a route you don't need to go down.
Right.
And I mean, it's nice here and there, like she called me Mikey, or in the cartoon, like there's a little crush, like
Yeah.
because
Donnie's crushing hard in the
Dude, I'm
latest.
sad.
one.
kids,
sad for the turtles.
yeah, but
I'm
like
never gonna find love.
well, Venus de Milo.
Venus
Let's not
showed
forget
up. Yeah,
Venus de Milo.
yeah.
And that's the thing,
I
like,
skipped that whole deal.
That's
I
the
don't
thing
know.
is like if you're gonna go that route, like introduce more like female monsters that are more on par with these creatures and stuff like that.
Right.
Because then it would make more sense. Like they're all like, I mean, you don't even have to do all the explicit adult shit or anything like that. I always think it's strange because it does lead you down that route of like, actually, that's kind of depressing. Like, if they're stuck on Earth, like, what if they do develop like emotional feelings for another being on the planet? You know what I mean? And it's just like, when you do that in real life, it leads down the road of like becoming intimate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So by putting that in my head, you either go down the one route where it's like, yeah, that's kind of depressing because you know that they're probably never going to be able to at least hook up with like human women, like maybe some monsters or aliens somewhere, which they've done.
You know what though? There are women who write to men in prison. Like Charles Manson got married. There's hope for the Ninja Turtles.
That's true.
Nice point, Kim. For sure. But that's my other point was like you're going down the route of like some turtle dick, like. And that's just
some
like
turtle dick.
For whatever women, like maybe that's like
Or what if the girl chooses to get some mutagen and turn into a turtle herself?
Selma Blair had Hellboy babies. Like why not this? But I'm just saying it's strange to me to even introduce the idea and then like, because my mind usually goes to like, man, damn, like they're never gonna find that kind of happiness or intimacy with another being.
They could just be like they haven't thought about it a whole lot either. Like
maybe, I mean, they don't go down that route. Like nobody does.
Is that what we should do?
Me.
Just go around on the streets and ask women,
like,
would you sleep with a Ninja Turtle?
Yeah. That's our.
We have it's a nagging concern.
I mean, I really think that this is something worth our research.
Let's fans of the show.
Let's do a double-blind study. Start polling. We need a random sample.
Does this fall into like us being sexist in some way? Like
I don't know. See, like
Listen, we're trying to get our turtle brothers laid here.
Yeah.
All right.
It would make more sense to me to have another like anthropomorphized animal that they were crushing on and stuff like that, because it's all behind closed doors.
It's always April.
It's always April. Yeah. It's like that. And then a lot of the times like in the early movie, it's just like, oh, I can tell, like you're attracted to me, but we're human and like that's just separated. Like nobody wants to go down that route because it's ugly. Like it's an ugly,
right.
I do because that's the type of shit to think about. Like
you mentioning
perverted.
that April would like pop out eggs. I had never even thought about that.
Think about how the DNA mixes.
Like would they be eggs or would they be little mutant half turtle?
Maybe it'd be an egg sack.
I don't know. I kind of think that they would be live born, half human, half turtle babies because she is mammal and mammals do give birth to live.
True. It would be a mixture of the DNA. See, this is what my fan fiction is going to delve into. It's going to be the David Cronenberg approach to the Ninja Turtles.
Wow.
It's not necessarily that I want to see that or that anybody would want to see that. But I think it warrants some exploration.
It's something that it's been in we've been with the Ninja Turtles longer than most things.
Because if you have scenes in the movie where a turtle's like, oh, she's hot, you know what I mean? Then it's just like, well, what's going on in that turtle's mind? Like, he knows what his anatomy's like, you know what I mean? It's just like, it introduces ideas into my head that I don't want to think about. But for most people to be like, to just gloss over it, like, oh, how cute.
Did you think about this when you were a kid?
Totally.
Really?
Yeah.
I never did.
The whole thing, like she called me Mikey. I remember that first time when he goes to kiss the TV. Mwah. You know what I mean? He kisses April's face on the TV. And
that's right. I forgot about that. That's right.
I get that they're being a crush. Like they are human-like. That's making the characters human.
Right.
You know what I mean? But then I'm like, as a kid, I'm started thinking about it. I was like, ew, turtle, like kissing April, like.
I think it might have popped in my mind for like a half second, and then I was like, whatever.
And then as I get older and more perverted, I'm just like, that's like some fucked up shit. Like I said, it's like the David Cronenberg approach to the Ninja Turtles. It's just like some freaky shit is about to happen, and it like, what does that say about April and what she's into? You know what I mean? In my fanfic, she's a full-on BDSM fetishist.
Really?
So she's got to be like,
we're going further and further down the hole with
I haven't tried this before. That's going to be an actual line in my fanfiction. Never seen that before. No.
The way Stefan Santa Cruz writes women.
I'm sorry.
Everybody.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry ahead of time.
Is she...
She's powerful.
She's empowered by it, all right?
She's a dom.
See?
Donatello, if I'd probably go the Donatello route, he's submissive.
Donatello's definitely like submissive, that's right.
The scene would end with the strap-on coming out, the Krang strap-on.
Now,
you know who also surprisingly submissive? Raph.
Sorry.
Raph also surprisingly submissive.
What's their safety word?
Cowabunga. Booyakasha. So yeah. Once the license gets lost in limbo, nobody like can do anything. Like we already run out completely any ideas for the turtles. I'm gonna revive that shit.
They'll reboot this shit in 5 years, probably,
Yeah,
man.
totally.
It won't even
Totally.
take that long, dude.
You know, it's definitely gonna be the Batman Begins approach. Like, there's a formula that works. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, like with Power Rangers?
I would
like
think
what they're
so.
doing?
Yeah, I would think so because that's
If-
exactly
if,
what
if
they're
Power
doing. Yeah.
Rangers, if that new one succeeds, that will definitely happen.
Yeah,
We'll get
We're
a
calling it right
Voltron
now.
movie.
totally.
We'll get what?
A Voltron movie.
Totally.
Voltron? Yeah, sure. Why
They
not?
have a new He-Man in the works.
Yeah.
Is there really?
Yeah. I forgot who's on to direct. I think Justin Lin actually.
Okay.
Is that right? I'm not sure.
Oh, you know what? No. It's
some-
McGee.
McGee, that's right.
It's McGee.
Yeah, and he's
That's
been trying
right.
to-
That's right.
And actually, like, that guy's never been one of my favorite directors, but he's got an okay
his
sensibility
visual
for
style.
action.
I
Yeah,
think
Yeah, his
visual style.
Eternia will be cool.
Yeah. The
Like if
Charlie,
he doesn't write it. that'd be
right?
great.
Yeah, the
Like,
Charlie's Angels, like the fight sequences and stuff. Like they really got the most out of Cameron Diaz and Drew Barrymore.
That's
like,
true. Yeah.
So it's
He'll be a decent director.
it's cool to see these properties like come to life. Like even the tiniest bit with Out of the Shadows. Like I like the Krang. You know, I wish there was more with it. I wish there was more interaction between him and the Shredder, and more knowledge between like, you know, like from the Turtles' perspective in this movie, they're just fighting like some giant monster. You know, like we run into this all the time. But you know, from the cartoon, there's like more gravitas with the Krang. You know, there's a conflict between the two, like conflicting ideologies. You know, what I mean?
Yeah.
That's nowhere to be found in this. And then Shredder's like a throwaway character by the end of it. You know, he gets the whole thing kind of incited at first.
He was literally thrown away, basically.
Yeah.
Frozen
They
and
put him
thrown
in the
away.
freezer, and it's like, and we'll just come back to you later. You'll be fine in 5
Which
years.
is sad because this was a much better characterization than the first movie, or the first reboot movie. So it's like, it's just sad, you know, that they didn't connect them more intimately, you know, like the whole grand scheme of things. Because essentially, you didn't even need Shredder in this movie. You could have had the Krang come through the portal right at the beginning, like shit's fucked up, we're messing up. Like it could have been a totally different.
And he could have those like
setup,
robotic
you know?
soldiers.
Yeah, robotic soldiers.
And they could be cutting off arms and
you know,
shit, and it could still be PG-13.
Semi-apocalyptic or something. Like the city is actually like, you know, like you have this alien threat coming down to destroy the city or enslave humans or whatever, and like the Turtles have a reason, like we got to show ourselves now, like this,
like an
we're the
alien
only
invasion story. Yeah,
totally. Like we're the only ones that
yeah.
can stop this. You
Yeah.
know, like imagine an alien invasion martial arts story, like where
That'd be incredible.
it would be so good. But
and they're also, like we said earlier, they're sleeping on Turtles in Time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Totally sleeping.
totally with the introduction of like these portals and other dimensions and shit
Right,
like that. Imagine
right.
like the Krang to dismiss the Turtles or get him out of his way.
Right,
sends them
right.
through time. They have to fight their way back.
Oh
through time.
shit, that's right.
You know, and then introduce
Donnie
like
figures out there's cracks.
yeah, and that
Yeah,
way you
yeah,
could
yeah.
go
Them
to
to
so
get
many
through.
crazy worlds. You could have Mondo Gecko. You could
Yeah,
have like,
that would be.
if I were a creative behind the Ninja Turtles movies, it would be a love song to the figures. You know, it'd be like a love letter to
action
all those
figures.
wacky figures and how they all interplayed with one another. You know, it would touch on all the bases of what makes Ninja Turtles great, which I think they should do. It seems like with so much to draw from, like they barely dipped the pen into the well. You know.
Yeah, right.
So, oh man, that was rough. But fuck it, I guess I have to. You can't, you know, got to do shit yourself. I guess. What do they
At least
say?
it didn't make money though. It didn't make any money.
I'm
so
gonna get a fucking Super 8 camera and some foam costumes.
Just get like the original
Just-
80s action figures and like
Totally.
stop motion them.
I did that when I was a kid. Actually,
Really?
I did that exact thing.
totally.
That's awesome. I
yeah.
would
bet it's
love
a-
to see
I-
that.
It's somewhere in my parents' house.
Above and beyond a better movie than either of these two. I can guarantee that.
I am now excited for the Batman Begins approach to Ninja Turtles.
totally like,
That will more than likely happen.
It is a formula that kind of works, like grounding it in reality somewhat. You know, like that's where the ninjutsu I think comes in, because they are mutants, like they are monstrosities. You know, by any other counts, they're like abominations of nature.
Right.
So having those skills to slink in the shadows and stuff makes their existence like that much easier.
Plus, like if they were somehow, like I know we're getting like a little bit too realistic here, but if they were somehow to like being a monster and wanting to hide. That's extremely hard for them to blend in.
And like what you were saying with the human fat, like the suits that they
Yeah,
used to wear,
yeah.
like play on that, like
Play-
like
yeah.
you know, because then it shows the like I guess the vulnerabilities of their characters, how they have to hide behind masks in order to be accepted.
Right,
you know
right,
what I mean?
right.
When they're such good, well-intentioned type of characters.
They need to kind of steal from like a spy thriller, like a Mission
it's
Impossible or
emotional.
something, like them when they were sneaking into the police headquarters in this one. Like there could have been a lot more
Yeah.
stealthy type action,
Yeah.
than, like a guard coming this way.
They gotta put him
and
to
then-
sleep or
Yeah,
something,
yeah,
yeah.
something like that. And then they're going through a shadow. The guy doesn't see him at all. Like could have been
I didn't
something
see
like that.
one smoke egg in this.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like,
Need a smoke egg.
you know,
Yeah,
like, that's what's so cool about the cartoon is like they go all ninja, you know.
And there's that one with the straight up ninja training, right? In the second one,
Yep.
where like Raph has to come in and help the other guy because Raph is a master ninja at this point in that one, and he steals all the fucking bells without making a sound.
Yeah,
I mean, that's some fucking ninja shit.
it was Kino and all that.
Dude, this movie's
You must have studied. You must have studied the bridge book of ninja fighting. Come on, how do you expect to beat me?
Yeah, exactly.
That's my favorite shot on the rooftop. You know, it's like it's gritty. It's like, if anything, Batman Begins took the approach from the '89. You know, like they really grounded those characters so well and played on all the like, you know, the vulnerabilities and sensitivities of those characters. Him going to watch Critters with the trench coat and like rolling over the cab looked like kind of a big toidle. And the whole thing that it's New York, like all this weird shit happens in New York and nobody's ever phased. You know, That's what makes those moments so good, so
New
funny.
York's a character.
Well, it's like even the original comics are very dark. They're black and white. And that's what's so good about the first Turtles film. It's like it makes New York
Usually
gritty,
out
the
at
way
night.
you think like a city.
Right.
And then
in
in these new ones, it's so bright.
So
and it's
bright,
like
daylight.
Like you're
the
never
jungle,
like where the turtles are living. Like even the sewer looks nice. I'd live there.
Yeah.
Like it looks so cool. Like but in the original movie, it's just like you're like God, that must suck.
the little
Right,
dank
right,
sewer.
right,
But then
yeah.
the second one, they got the little train station. Like
Yeah.
that was cool. But it was a
Oh,
subtle.
I forgot about that.
It was
Yeah.
a subtle
Yeah,
upgrade.
yeah.
You know what I mean for the sequel, which
But
was
I gotta
like,
tell you, when I was a kid, I was like, I want to go there.
Me too.
Yeah,
That would be the
I
best.
thought the sewer was so cool.
I would love to have like an underground hideout of my own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? I don't know.
Like it kind of blows my mind that like the first Turtles movie got it so right.
Yeah,
Yeah, like it was just like
independently produced,
And it's not just our nostalgia. Like if you go back now, it's like this is
holds up to-
legitimately a good movie.
Yeah.
I have
It's like the second one does not hold up. Like I
Not
watched the
as
second
much.
one, I was like,
Yeah.
ugh.
I have gotten in an argument recently because a good friend of mine he up and down swears that the reboot of this series is better than the '89.
You guys
That's
shouldn't be
bullshit.
friends anymore.
I know.
Yeah.
It's such bullshit. But he like this friend and his
Person
brothers
does
and
not need
stuff
to
like
exist
they
in the world.
this friend and his brothers they have no taste. Like I love them to death, but they have no taste. Like I remember one of them saying at one point that the second Transformers movie was the greatest movie ever made. You know what I mean?
You're not friends with him anymore, right?
I am, but this is why we get in arguments, but it's just like, you know, they're more in it for the spectacle. The graphics are better now, like it's more contemporary. That's what makes it better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they're like all those funny looking puppets. That's dumb. You know, I'm like, no way, dude.
Yeah.
You
The
know,
puppets are way
like,
better.
The practical effects, like they hit you, like that's organic. It like hits your, you know, it's believable, you know, and like all this video game graphics and stuff like that. Like no matter how much better it starts to look or get as movies continue.
For me, like if they want to do an upgraded action sequence like in these movies, and like if you need CG for that, I get it. But if it's like these close-up shots with April and all that, mix it.
Mix it up,
use the practical.
the Force Awakens approach, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
The whole thing about them making a new Turtles movie, which I was so excited about, like before the first one came out, was like we were actually gonna get to see them move like a ninja might, like faster, because they're stronger than us. They're stronger. They're humans. They're gonna be able to run faster. So there could be some like really cool like anime moments in this, like them running across rooftops, doing like cool jumps and stuff, like leaping onto other buildings and stuff, and then nothing. You don't get that.
It's pretty much
you get
run-of-the-mill.
clunky fucking huge turtles.
Huge bodybuilder, Raphael.
It's like an AVP when
They
made
probably
all Predators huge.
I bet, you know, they bought some kind of like plug-in for their After Effects or whatever, or their Maya or something like that, and it's just like, here's like generic monster animation, and then you add your colors to it, you add your you know, the different design, you know, it's just like,
we slapped a circle turtle.
you know, it's just like it's so shoddily assembled, you know, and it's like, I mean, it just lends so much credence to those older movies where people like gave a damn, you know, about whether or not we can bring, you know, 6-foot turtles to life.
Right.
You know, they actually tried to do that.
Right.
As opposed to this one, like, oh, we got this covered. Just like we got our animators working overnight. You know, they're working with their plugins.
Missing heart. I mean, it's just missing
it
heart
misses
entirely.
heart completely.
No heart at all.
Yeah, not at all. And which I guess like the only thing you're left with is that it's just supposed to be fun, like a popcorn movie.
Yeah, but fuck that.
Fuck that. You
Fuck
know,
that,
like yeah,
man.
yeah. Like I don't
my turtles.
I don't even think, I don't even think most kids are that dumb. You know what I mean?
No
like,
way, man. I mean,
so it's like I'm glad this movie flopped the way it did because, you know.
I mean, most kids, you'd probably ask them about this, and they go, "What?"
Yeah.
Like it's forgettable.
No, they're
It's
like,
totally forgettable.
yeah.
Yeah, they'll
'Cause
talk more
You don't
about the
see
cartoon.
kids wearing
probably.
those shirts or anything.
No.
No.
Ever.
I see sometimes with the backpacks and stuff, but I feel like their parents are just like, "Oh, my dumb little kid will like this. Says Ninja Turtles on it." Like, you know what I mean?
It was in the dollar bin.
Yeah,
at Walmart.
exactly.
Yeah,
It's just
something
like,
like
you're
that.
raising your kids wrong, lady.
And maybe the kid can't
Yeah.
really tell the difference. I
Yeah,
don't know,
they're just
between-
you're just a kid. You know what I mean? Like, you're the susceptible
That
sponge
kid
to
didn't
this.
buy that, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
like,
yeah,
You know?
somebody
And
bought it
that's
for him.
that's what's even more sad about these ones. It's just like, you know, what are you really feeding these kids? You're not feeding them any kind of like mythology to play off of that pertains to their life, stuff they can use. You know what I mean? Like,
Again,
the
they could, if
virtues
they're
of
making a movie for
patience
kids,
and-
right?
yeah,
They
right.
needed to have like martial arts and values.
Yeah.
Like Karate Kid had a lot of that.
it's almost they want
You know,
to be dumber. Yeah, it's
something-
about discipline, patience,
You see,
integrity. you
shit
know?
like that. Like you even see like get better grades if you take martial arts.
Yeah,
You know, like
totally.
something with the spirit of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And they just completely like are completely unaware of those kind of sentiments.
that plus like
or-
brothers trying to get along.
Totally.
Like,
Yeah, and how they need each other to succeed. you
like
know
even
what I mean?
that animated movie in 2008 was it?
Mhm.
That was all about brotherhood,
Yeah,
and that
yeah.
had some cool theme to it.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah,
that one was
were
good.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay. It was a whole different thing, but it wasn't bad.
They all, I mean,
but even
it's,
then,
it's
yeah,
established
have,
they all have very different
Yeah.
personalities.
It's really- it's just
and
really-
they got to clash, especially Raph.
It's
right?
it's a depth of storytelling and creativity that's like lacking and some of these newer ones, and not just these Ninja Turtle movies, but a lot of these movies that are geared towards, you know, like preteens and teenagers, teenage boys. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's almost as if they, you know, they want them to be dumb or what they're seeing from the marketplace, like the audience is that dumb. You know what I mean? Because they're paying for it. They're generating, you know,
Like they've made these movies before, and
Yeah.
they feel like we don't have to make
Yeah.
any more effort than
Yeah.
this.
It's just
you know?
throwaway. Like, put on a movie so the kids can watch it. We can go make dinner and make sure that they're
Basically,
not like
oh, it's on their iPad,
jumping on the bed or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, or we're gonna be on a long plane ride, just like, here, watch your stupid Ninja Turtles movie, and then they're just like, it's just making them dumber. Like, I feel dumber. We you know, we didn't pay for this movie, but we did pay for it in brain cells. Like,
Right.
This is my second viewing, by
yeah.
the way, so I've lost more than all of you here.
Maddie's barely holding on here, man. We're about to give
Forget
him
the beer. It's
CPR.
these stupid ass movies.
yeah, dude.
Because I thought we were
Yeah.
going to talk about it I thought we were just going to watch and discuss it
Yeah.
on the podcast separately.
Yeah.
I didn't
Oh,
realize it was going to be like the LA thing. So I watched
Oh.
it just to prepare,
Oh,
and then
I see.
now I had to watch it again.
No, yeah, now
So,
you're kicking yourself.
Yeah.
oh, I didn't know that's why you were watching it, dude. I didn't make that connection whenever you posted that to us.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to see it.
Yeah.
'cause it's a Turtles
If
movie,
it wasn't,
and I
if it
love
wasn't,
myself.
if it wasn't for the incentive to have the opportunity to make fun of it on a public platform, I would probably never watch.
I wouldn't
it.
have either. Yeah,
Yeah.
not
I
at
would have
all.
seen it.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Yeah.
I know Joey went and saw it of his own free will.
Joey will see pretty much anything and like almost everything.
Except Aliens vs. Predator 2.
And
That
Batman
one's
vs
better than
Superman.
The first one.
Yeah, I like the second one way better.
Speaking of which, these two movies are very easily to connect in that way. Like the first time the first time you see the trailers of the new Predators, like they marred by that same like bulkiness, big football player
Fucking
kind of thing,
terrible.
and maybe that's what like they think, or the American audience relates to or whatever, in terms of seeing like strength and ability.
Right.
You think either sports or military,
Right.
is what
Yeah.
I'm getting, you know, and they kind of do a mix of both in this, like, you know, all the accoutrement, like all the accessories that they have in these new movies are, like I was saying throughout the whole thing, is very reminiscent of like you know, private security workers or mercenaries, military. There was more militaristic in their design than it was anything ninja.
Yeah, I mean, like Leo is wearing like some like samurai garb
Yeah.
and shit, but also at the same time, look, I know I've studied Japanese shit probably more than most people, but samurai shit, ninja shit's a little bit different.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It looks a little bit Asian, I guess, but it's like you guys aren't really paying attention.
and, like-
They did have like the little sandal things,
Yeah.
which everybody wore those sandals in Japan. That was cool, but yeah, they're just like not paying attention. They've like
Or
even
not
as a
even
kid, I
really-
really keyed into
Yeah.
that like Eastern connection shit when I
Yeah.
was a kid.
Well, me too.
And like that, these movies, other than like the kanji written on his fucking like, you know, bandana, there's no Eastern shit whatsoever. Even with
not
Splinter.
even from Splinter, yeah, he's like Splinter is in no way, shape, or form like a Hamato Yoshi, like man of wisdom. He's a New York
needs to be
rat, you know what I
meditating
mean? Like,
and fucking, you know, getting visions like Watanabe and Last
he's
Samurai.
yeah,
or some
exactly.
Shit.
He's like
Yeah.
he's just like a Jewish caretaker rat, you know, like
yeah,
character.
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
he's like
yeah.
you know, I
He
love.
serves no purpose in this movie.
He's ridiculous.
Much less in this one than the last one, but like in either, and just like it's just so strange to me, like how so many of like the really strong iconic details of this movie are like completely willfully like ignored.
Right.
So I mean, it's just I feel bad for kids, honestly. I feel really sorry for kids that grow up with this. I mean, at least they have the cartoon, but like, you know, I would be pissed if I was seeing this in the theater as a kid. Maybe not. I liked Double Dragon when I was a kid. Like,
I liked almost every movie when I was a kid. Actually,
I would probably like it if I was a kid. But that just says something about like a kid's imagination, or you know, like you don't know how to make movies.
Well,
when you're
you know,
a kid,
there's
or
also
you don't
like
know what
the developing a palate.
Exactly.
Like
if
the first movie you
taste,
ever saw, you would like whatever you saw, just about, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, yeah, I think going to the theater is escapism, like going into a new world where,
Totally.
you know, like especially coming from like, I feel like most of us come from pretty small places. Like we didn't grow up in big cities.
True, yeah.
So like, you know, living in a small town, if you get to see like Double Dragon, some dudes take on like, that's like cool to see, man. That's awesome. Look at these two bros like going and like doing this, and I played the video game, so this is even cooler. And
Can't believe there was a Double Dragon movie. I saw it as well. But
Ugly. Yeah.
you would never see that these days.
I loved it because one of my favorite like B movie martial arts stars is Mark Dacascos. Only the Strong.
So good.
He was in Double Dragon. He's been in a ton of cool shit. He's in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. right now, I think, or he was at. Miami Vice. He was in the Miami Vice show. I think he might have been in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. at one point too. But either way, so that was my draw then. But and then I remember it had the other dude who played his like surrogate adopted brother was from Party of Five, that show.
Never saw that actually.
It was like the main young character, so he was kind of hot at the moment. Alyssa Milano in the original Double Dragon when she's crawling through that duct.
I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
That's when I discovered my manhood right then. I'm like, whoa! Wow. I don't even know if I can make it to the end of this movie.
Wow!
I just saw Alyssa Milano crawl through a air conditioning duct. I'm sorry, I'm a total pervert. I apologize, but
turtle dicks and
Milano's
a little bit better, I guess.
You know, like the turtles in this movie look like a Bobo from that movie. You remember the big, like mutated, like,
kind of, dude. I only saw that movie once, and
we should have watched that.
There's some
Double Dragon.
There's some deep seated there must be like you know, for these movies, big movies to be made, there must be some rule, like it has to be absolute shit and cost very little money, but just make it just good enough so we can make a ton of money off of it, and then whatever, you know, it's like
movies like Out of the Shadows,
and like even maybe Double Dragon for its time, you know. It's just like it just surprises me how many like badly executed films that play off of like that have like material to reference from, you know, like pretty much a sound story. Anything that's popular or that's made money it works, you know, or else it wouldn't have made money, like in terms of like comic books or whatever, the video games or something like that. It works. The story somehow works. So your template's already there, you know what I mean? But I feel like there's some weird like psychology or something. Maybe it's like Hollywood or something, the way they approach making movies or the script writing process, how that differs, the translation of it, trying to make it believable or make it work.
About like the dumbing down of the original
script. The dumbing
script.
down of all this stuff, the dumbing down of the source material in order to make it seem like more acceptable or believable on screen to an audience.
Yeah.
I think one of the major problems with movies like this is the assumption of what the audience is going to think. You know, it's like, and if that's the case, then they don't really think much of what the audience is going to think, because it's an insult to the intelligence of the audience.
Yeah, well, I don't think this movie was to make an audience happy. This movie was all about like, let's make $1. How much crap can we throw in here that we can turn into a toy, that we can turn into an action figure?
Toys are the big thing.
You know, like what can we market? How can we like spin this into as many zeros as possible?
Right.
And I think for our age group and people who like us who like anime and comic books and comic book movies and science fiction and stuff like that, like you can't just go day in and day out with the fodder, you know what I mean? Just that's why for so long people didn't lend credence to like science fiction and comic book movies, because it's just a waste of time. And that's like, it's easy to play into that marketplace because you can make something that's a total waste of time and still make your money on it. But now after like Batman Begins and Avengers and stuff, like where we're getting really quality like depth of emotion and psychology in these films, like they have no excuses to put out something this trashy. and expect it to be as iconic. Or
we've seen it work before with, like we said, like the first two movies at least. Like this is not like a formula that is totally new and experimental.
Yeah. Like imagine how
we've seen it already.
Imagine how like brave and like out of the box like the '89 Turtles was to enter the live action film market,
and to make it quite darker than the cartoon we all were watching.
Produced independently, you know what I mean? Like that movie wasn't produced with a big backing like Warner Brothers or something. It was like New York filmmakers taking this very New York iconic story created by New Yorkers, you know what I mean, and giving it life, you know. Jim Henson,
it's funny, you know, Iron Man 1 was also kind of independent at first.
Yeah.
They had a completion bond or something because they were getting backers. They weren't even fucking bought out by Paramount at the time.
Right.
Paramount like bought it like after it was done shooting or something, like then they distributed it. Like that was a total gamble, and then Disney bought it all, and it's just the biggest thing in the world now.
And that's the thing. There's not so much on the table. Like there's not so many stakes that they're playing against for something like this. Like Platinum Dunes is a massive company, or like a big company, Michael Bay's company, and you know it's a product that already works. They can sell it on the name alone. So it's just kind of like it is more about like their books, you know. It's more about like making their profit for the year and making sure the business runs, you know. Like we just got to churn it out, like, you know. It doesn't matter who wrote it or who's starring in it or who's even directing it, you know. Like really, like the director has no, you know, it's not like an auteur kind of thing. It's not Nolan's Ninja Turtles or like Quentin Tarantino's next film or anything like that. It's just like hire a company man, get him in there to do the heavy lifting, you know. If this is Paramount,
so we're making a property. That's all we're doing.
How long did it even take them to produce this movie? Like,
not long,
because
like they don't spend much time.
It feels
not so much after the first one, right? Yeah.
It was a year and a half after the first one that it was almost a completion. Like that's no time at all.
Really? Though that's why this movie sucked that bad.
Shows, it shows.
Yeah, it does. I mean, these movies feel like the Forever 21 of filmmaking to me. Like it's crap. They do it cheap and fast. Yeah. It's like 6 weeks from concept to production, and
outsourced
we're done.
to China.
Yeah, it's just there's no love there. There's nothing.
Right.
Yeah, there was a great short film that was made a couple years ago. It was all Ninja Turtles, but they didn't have the budget to get costumes and whatever characterization. So all they did was they got these 4 Asian dudes, these martial arts dudes, and they put blue, orange, red, purple bandanas on them and had them just go through a fight scene and interpret those characters without them actually being Ninja Turtles, but not shying away from like this is a Ninja Turtles thing.
Right.
And it's a great fight scene. It's a really cool like quick little characterization of them, and you know, it's like you think about like the fanfic, the like fan film kind of generation of filmmakers and stuff like that. Like I'm very surprised at this point that we haven't gotten more better. There's been one other that was last year recently that had some CG in it, and they were more realistically represented snapping turtle fight scenes and stuff. It wasn't great, but it was better than this. You know, it was good. It was ninja. It was like, you know, it was a fan made. It was made with love.
It was martial arts in it.
It was martial arts in it. Yeah, and it's like, so we live in the age where a lot of those fan films are fairly easy to make. You know, like equipment's cheap. So like I'm as yet surprised that we haven't seen much more of that in the
and
Turtles.
Also like Joey and I have worked on the show called Face Off, and it's this show on Sci-Fi Channel where they make monster makeup. This show had like 8 seasons and not countless, but you know, like a shitload of contestants.
Yeah.
One of these motherfuckers has got to be able to make a ninja costume for a fan film.
Like some of these cosplay kids,
turtle costume.
Check out a Facebook page called the Replica Prop Forum, and what Kim was just showing us, her friends.
Sarah, she made that out of plastic. In a hotel room. Like, I mean, she's
right.
awesome, and she can do these things in a weekend. Like, absolutely, people could do this for sure.
Get some EVA foam, man. Get a you know, like, get some puppetry going in there. Like, whatever you got to do. It's not at this point. It's not that expensive or that hard to like execute something like that. I don't know, maybe we should give it a try, you know what I mean, in a couple of years. Like Superhouse Productions.
If it was me, you know me, I would lean hard into the ninja shit.
We should all write a fucking Turtles movie together.
Are we doing your fanfic? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
I think as a Superhouse project, maybe approach like writing a script together, maybe not for the sake of actually completing it, maybe reading it on air.
I'm already thinking of lines like maybe Raph is like talking to April and he's like, you see me? Like if somebody noticed me, like what would he say? Like, he could be like, I never get noticed.
Yeah.
And look at me. Yeah. Look at me. I never get noticed. That's how good of a ninja I am. Something like that.
Yeah.
Something, I don't know.
I know, but like imagine like based on what we've seen, based on the product that's being put it out on a fairly large budget, and us being like fans and creative types, you know, like having gone to film school and all, knowing how to like write and stuff like that, having a basis of or a knowledge of depth of storytelling and all this stuff, like, you know, imagine what we could come up with just or anybody that's of the same interest, anybody who is into geek shit that has some, you know, the palette, like what you're telling about, some sense of taste.
Right.
Add some taste to it, you know. Like I would be down. I think we would write a great Ninja Turtles movie. Like if we're not gonna do it, who else is gonna do it?
Just gotta keep it simple.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing with like
ninja shit
with the new Turtles movies is it's so convoluted. They have all these different ideas in there, and it's like, what's the basis of this? It's mutant turtles that are ninjas. That's what I want to see.
Right.
Like, I don't need to see anything else. Like it's cool, Krang's in there. That's awesome. Yeah. But you know, like I don't know,
keep
just
simple,
fucking
man.
like yeah. I just need
it's a ninja movie.
I just need Shred. You mean hold that?
Can you? Yeah, please hold the mic.
But yeah, I mean. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it would be a fun endeavor.
Yeah,
if anything, especially after like such a horrible taste left in our mouths from these films. You know, it's like there's something special here that's just not being approached. You know, that's just not being considered for fans of like quality like productions.
Well, the thing too is, I think that like the first Turtles movie, there's not explosions in it.
No, right?
No, there's no like big huge disaster. It's about like
yeah, exactly.
Well, no, that like they use ninja shit in it, but it's like it's not a spectacle. And I think I think when like say if like that Turtles movie came out right now today, I think people will feel cheated if they spent $20 going to the movie.
And there wasn't
there wasn't an explosion. There wasn't all this like mechanical shit flying around and mechs and whatever.
Like also like there's a very rich ninja mythology in Japan, and you see this with Naruto, and that's a big thing. Kids know that. I've been Anime Con, Anime LA or whatever in LA. That shit's fucking huge, and kids have grown up on that. So there's obviously even a market for that kind of like ninja action as well.
Honestly, even if this resembled something closer to like Naruto or something, you know, like it would have been that much better. I'm not a huge fan of Naruto, but it is at least steeped in some, you know, the lore or history of ninjutsu.
And that is made by Japanese people too, but at least like I'm trying to say that like that's evidence that there's a huge market for it.
Yeah, totally.
You know? Why hasn't there been a Turtles anime?
Yeah,
there was, I think, actually.
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
There was an X-Men anime too.
Oh yeah. Actually, some of those are good. The X-Men one was pretty solid.
Was it really?
Yeah. I never saw it.
I never
the
saw that.
Wolverine one was weird because they made him like super thin and like had longer hair and it was just like weird. But the Wolverine in that X-Men one was great. Like he was like short and just like had the voice. It was great. You should watch that one. It's really good. I never saw the Blade one.
Oh, okay.
But it looked good.
Yeah, I definitely have to check those out.
You guys about ready to wrap it up for this one?
Yeah, we'll wrap up this one.
All right, this has been
good. I do think we should do more of this.
Yeah. We could do it. We could do it even online, probably.
Yeah, remotely.
Yeah.
Figure out how to do like we're all watching at the same time.
Yeah, we could figure it out. Yeah.
Cool.
So this has been episode 35 of the unasked for commentary for Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Andrew Bush signing off.
Kimberly Coakley out.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles out of ideas signing off.
Bye. They did. This is terrible though. I'm talking like